Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Garena Masters 9, Echoes of the Champions. This is the playoffs. I'm Coach Jericho, now here with Callie. And today, we started with 64, went to 6, and now we only have 4 to go. We have to say goodbye to one later on. Again, this is the playoffs.
It's going to be a lot of storylines that we have to talk about here, Coach Jericho. You got Elevate looking to fight for their way into 5 Garena Masters Championship, which is insane. They've won the last 4 Garena Masters title. They've won the Garena Summer Invitationals, as well as the CDSI title and the World Championship last year. So there's a lot of achievements stuck already to this team, but they want to achieve the Elevate era and they want to get this job done. But on the flip side, you also got STE, who has been looking for their first title for their longest time. 9 seasons in, no Garena Masters title for STE.
Only second place as usual, but not only that, for Elevate, you also have Kendi going for 6 Garena Masters.
Yeah, oh my days! Yeah.
So, I think arguably he's probably the best Garena player ever. I think
most successful.
Yes, most successful as well. So that's going to be another story for that one. And for TRT, some people that has one looking to try to get another one up in their belt. And for Thanatos, that team, they've been to the Juniors Masters, but they haven't tasted as close as this. So now finally stepping into the belt.
That's great, because if you talk about Thanatos right now, Coach Jay, they lost their best player to Jai. And if we move into our timeline here and we take a look at what just happened into our games, right? You saw Mamura actually stepping up for Thanatos, and they had to go through the qualifier stage to test that kind of roster that they had. They had to go through 10 grueling matches just to be able to qualify to the group stage, where we went down there and saw 2 weeks of action on that group stage, where we saw tons of highlights and moments for the invited teams as well as the teams from the qualifier stage. Now we move on into our map pool. It is still going to be the same, but we got a couple of adjustments coming through, and especially for Control, Coach Jay. Control Takeoff has now 3 spawns for the attack side this time, and hopefully we get to see it today and how it pans out, because if you die, there's 3 ways for you to go: Medical Center, Bottom Blue, and Top P2.
If the teams did their homework and actually will use those tips you just said, Callie. So that's going to be the important thing here to look at in this Control game. But you're right, and that's the swing game. So, if you're down 0-2, that's where you got to bounce back. If it's 1-1, that's where you get that pivotal. But take a look at the prize pool. 25K total prize pool. First place gets 13K. Fourth place gets 4-5. Third place gets 3K. And if you're 4th, you get 2K.
And again, at the end of the day here, Coach Shay, everybody gets to get a piece of the pie, right? But what you want is that first place, that $13,000 prize pool that you get to take in order for you to be able to take home the title as well. That's 2 birds, 1 stone.
2 birds, 1 stone. I agree. And now let's take a look at the standings here. How we got here. Again, Scary and PSG already out. Thanatos 11th here, 20. ST and Elevate taking the first and second top spots, and they have the chance to get that upper seed.
And what's crazy here is that for Elevate Puck, the only time that they lost was up against TRT. So TRT definitely will be the team that will look to try to change things up here this time around this season. But you can't really just disregard the efforts that SD has tried to add into these moments, right? They've obviously looked a little bit pretty shaky, but with their 2 new additions in Jai and Reef, this team is about to reach new heights.
It will reach new heights, but for the turnaround time, Cal, a little bit of a mismatch here and there. You saw them struggle against Elevate. Nothing new from last time. Will it make a difference here in the playoffs? We shall wait and see.
Of course, and again, for Elevate Puck, right, again, they've lost 2 matches, and that will be up against TRT, which is Hardpoint and S&D, but aside from that, they've been pretty dominant in all the games that they played, and again, you gotta have to credit that success coming through for PJ, who is having another breakout year. PJ is one of those players that really was the highlight for this team all throughout the seasons that they've played. But this year is just new heights for him, and we thought that the sky's the limit for Elevate Puck with PJ, but this team definitely going up and swinging up against every team that they faced. They'll be going up against Thanatos on the round 1 series 1, and we also got STE versus TRT, which is going to be our marquee matchup, knowing that this could be a very close game in our series 2, and to end the day we'll have the lower brackets for our final map.
Again, 3 games. Thank you, Callie, and we will have one. We have to say goodbye to one. Like you said, Callie, and he has to go home with that $2,000 prize. And now, the story here is, for that first series, it's going to be Elevate versus Thanatos. If this was Thanatos from last GM, we would have been a bit more excited. But we are having a new lineup. Risky as well as Tarks are in, and we already saw what happened in the group stage, and we might just see not just a 2-0 but a 3-0.
It might be the case here for them, right? I mean, again, experience is going to be the biggest factor here for this squad, knowing that Tarks, this will be the first time that he'll get to play on the playoffs. At a high caliber like this, you get to face your boys from Elevate, who's won everything. They've defeated tons of major kings from China. They've defeated tons of kings in the World Championship 2024, and it's just going to be another day for them, but I'm open to having them actually try to succeed and take away a map or two, but I'm still gonna have to go with Elevate. Coach Shay is going with Elevate, but we'd love to know what you guys think about this first match. Is that going to be a win as usual for Elevate, or is it going to be a major upset coming in for Thanatos?
Hey, that's the way we have to go then. So be it. It is the playoffs. Just where you put everything out here if you're Thanatos, but you know, against Elevate Puck, it's not likely, my friend. You know, maybe if you still had Jai, yes, I would definitely give you a puncher's chance. But now, chances are very low. But anything can happen. Maybe the S&D, you can take it out. But let's take a look at the map here. Maybe we can spot something here that Thanatos can exploit against the side of Elevate. For Hardpoint, we only get one more ban. We are going to a best of 5. Combine is out. Apocalypse is out. We are going to
Oh, no.
Hacienda. Never mind.
Okay. Slums is going to be a pretty good map for Elevate. I mean, they played it 3 times this season. They have not lost anything on it, right? 3-0 with a plus 90 on the difference that they've won up against their opponents. On the flip side, you take a look at how Thanatos has done here, and they'll be playing this one 5 games on the group stage and lost 3 times with a 40% win rate, and they have a negative 2.20 on the plus minus differential. So this is not going to be good for the Thanatos statistics wise, but today's going to be a different day, and if you can just fix up your mistakes from P2 and P3, you should be able to take things home up against Elevate Puck. But that's easier said than done, man.
It is easier said than done. Let's take a look at the lineup. Aurora, Risky, Mamra, Rex, Gurk, and then from the other side, you got the champions, Yobi, PJ, Kalo, Susano, and Candy. I think I just want to add on your point, Callie. You know, you can throw your bodies in, but the thing is, Elevate, each of these players can get 1 to 2 to 3 kills every life. So that's the biggest thing. You got to be able to trade those in order to keep in touch with this game up against Elevate.
I gotta agree with you on that. I mean, Elevate Puck, they're zombies, and it's just unfair how this 5 players are just as insane in terms of their mechanics, and it just goes to show to you the hard work that they put into play every day. They go through the practice range 40 to 60 minutes. They absolutely tear things apart and do the most boring things in order for them to succeed in the highest of things. But now we talk about the absolute 1v1 matchup here for these 2 teams, right? We talk about PJ having a breakout year on Hardpoint. The highest kills he scored was 68 kills, and that was up against Stalwart Esports, and currently he's the #1 Hardpoint player in Garena Masters 9. But who is going to be the #2? It's on the other side. So it's Thanatos Mamra, who has a 42.5 average kills, compared that to PJ's 46.8. So if any of these teams definitely want to shine and take this win, one of those players needs to pop up in order for them to make sure that their team gets the win.
Here we go, game number 1, and as soon as you say that, 5 go down or the side of Thanatos, and this is the thing. If Elevate, if you think they're already good in the group stage, expect them to turn up to another level. Second wave is gone from the side of Thanatos. Gurk, the only one getting a kill. Third wave inbound. Can they able to get something? And no, the third blender is plugged in already, and we're only in P1. Hold on. 2 more kills inside. This is not looking good, Kelly.
Hey, Thanatos just is continuously pushing through the bricks, and that's been countered here by Elevate all this time. Beautiful adjustments coming through for them on the 4th wave, but again, another shutdown coming in, and look at Kalo on a 6th spree. This guy is the demon, fiending all the souls on the game #1. Just 2 away from getting this E system. Full 60 on the Slums. You really hate
Perfect
to see
P1.
it, but it is what it is.
No,
Oh
Kalo
my
gets
God.
3 in a row.
Kalo!
First
12
game,
kills
first
on
hill.
the first hardpoint.
Kelly, what is this?
Oh, barbecue chicken right here,
Over streak
bro.
now. Pred comes out, able to get nothing. Aurora trying to contest. She will be able to go in there, but the trade Kalo equalizer is out. 2 more. He is on a burner. Almost gets Rex. Finally, Thanatos able to breed for 2 seconds, Cali. They do get the spawns, but it doesn't matter. Elevate loves to play any side. No spawn, doesn't matter. Tempest out for PJ. That's 3.
Oh my God.
That's 6 in a row for PJ. The flip is on. Pred is at the ready. Sasana with the death machine. We're only game 1.
Oh my days, I'm lost for words right here. Again, perfect operators coming in for P2, and that's just really how you want to convert that P1 to P2 chain. But here, it's a sign of life for THNTS as they manage to absolutely tear things apart on the spawns and make it a little bit more messy for Elevate. But this is the last 15 seconds that we are talking about, right? Just not enough points for you to take, and the risk of you flipping to P2 and giving you the opponent that early setup on P3 is just not a risk that you want to take. So THNTS decides to make that early rotation onto P3, and they are heavily backing on this. But PJ, with the 2Ps on the Predator missile, oh my God, they have just... I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure what's happening. They've just broken things apart.
I mean, Sparrow is out. They break the hill 6 points until now, and this is where you have to bounce back. If you are on that side, and now 45 seconds left. Candy with the war machine. They're about to reroll on another operator for Kalo. He still has an EMP. 40 seconds left.
Oh my God.
Thanatos, they cannot catch a break, and this is what we talked about, that next level for the side of Elevate. Fuck.
Yeah, man. PJ, we talked about him earlier, right? 68 kills is the highest kills that he's got. 46.8 average kills. It doesn't matter. He is not the one top fracking today. It's Kalo with 25 elimination who's built up an early EMP system. Oh, he's going to build one more. After this Predator missile hit, oh, mama. Take that one away from me. This one is a bloody murder from Kalo. Jesus, hold it down.
Can he get no? Aurora shuts down.
Of course, it has to be the girlfriend. It has to be the girlfriend to shut down the man.
Thanatos is trying to set up, but they can't. They can't set up Kelly. Finally, some signs. No signs of life. Can someone check the pulse? Get the defibrillator. Someone revive Thanatos. Gurk tried his best, but it doesn't matter. The ambulance is on the way, Kelly.
Oh, at least they've able to take away the spawns here and are able to actually stabilize, so that's pretty good. Finally, you got yourself in the game, but it will take a long time for you to get back. So you gotta have to think at the present, right? To work on this hardpoint hill by hill, so you don't gotta worry about the comeback. Just make sure you do your best in holding off the point and keeping away the zombie horde away from all the hills that you're about to take.
0-1 to the 30. They're gonna try to get some time off this Cali. Rex able to get a 5K. You do have your Pred here. You shut down that wave. So now some life here, some breathing room, but for how long? Can you keep it up on this P1 as we hit the reset here? Risky. Already on that point. You see that map, Cali. They have all the angles that they need, but Kalo shuts down and
oh no. There, it's the same situation again. B1, it was 55-0, and this was the same spot where we saw THNTS was just kind of breaking it. Through the bricks is where they go. And if you go try to bully this brute force panel, it's just not really gonna work for your team. And right now, they lost the first and the second wave, but they do get the contest here, which is gonna be nice as they flip the situation around. They got the sponsor P2, but again, look who's doing time. It's Elevate Puck.
Yeah, you think PJ's gonna get 60. I don't think they'd even want to. They just want to end the game fast, and that's what they're doing. Holding down all the angles. Spawn trap is ensuing, and they're just winning gunfight after gunfight after gunfight. Hunter killers are killing as well, but finally, Thanatos able to get some time off this, but PJ on a 6. Can he make it 7? Kirk shuts him down. 15 seconds left. Some time from the side of Thanatos.
Okay, you're doing great, right? Last 10 seconds. Now you're going to have to think bigger picture. Hey, we need to take the next hill rotation. We got to have the early rotation on it and try to invest our operators just to make sure we stop them from taking this one and giving us a 100-point club. Because that's the thing here for Elevate Puck. They look to try to end things as fast as they can, but that is not going to happen. As the early setup coming through for Risky is going to help this team stop the push to the front. But look where the angle is being taken by Elevate. Now this time, it's through the back. They want to flip the spawns.
spawns here, risky. Trying his best here. He has a pred to work with, but look at PJ with the Tempest, able to shut down 3 in a row. The pre-fire as well. Freddy is up in the air, but it will not get anyone. Trophies are defending Elevate, and look at PJ go. Left and right he goes. 3 reloads, 3 kills for PJ through the smoke. Another pred coming through, finds the player in double Ds. And just like that, man is still alive here, Kelly.
Oh my God.
To get an EMP. My goodness, this man is on a mission.
I mean, that is the best hardpoint player in Garena Masters, and now you have Kalo as well popping off. Both are currently with 36 and 39 elimination, and we're heading on to new. THNTS are still not in the 100-point metric, so this is not looking good for them. Oh, man. Hold it down. I mean, we're playing for exit kills here, yes. I'm lost for words. I mean, what am I seeing?
Game 1, it's a speed run. That's what we gotta call it here. PJ, first line of defense again. And not even close to Sano with the depth machine. Finally, Rex able to get 2 here, but just a sign of life for
another
2 seconds
EMP?
there. Another EMP. Fred is here already. You have a war machine as well. And they're still controlling the point, Kelly.
And you know what's interesting here about this game, Coach Jay, and I'm just talking about Elevate here. Kalo is the lowest kills per game player in Garena Masters 9 group stage. And look at where he is right now. With 46, he's about to drop his first 50 kill bomb up against THNTS, but that might be in vain as they want to end this one quick. Quick chow, quick bow, and THNTS gets their first taste of Elevate in the playoffs. 100-point club. Serve. Welcome to the 100-point club.
I did not expect that, my friend. I expected a dominating game, like a dominating victory for Elevate, but that's just Cali. 3 kills in a row. You were at 7 points. 7
points.
7.
I mean, that is just it, man. I think the best expression to do it is yo piece, man. This is what they want. Take this L. You gotta take this L. It's just unfair.
You know, it happens to the best of us. Even it happened in my career. It happened to you as well, Cali. You just gotta move on and lock in for game 2. But I don't know how hard it will be to lock in after that.
After that performance,
performance, it's pretty hard. It's but if you did miss it out, take a look at the highlights. And we are back after one of the quickest highlights there in the Hardpoint as well. And our MVP, speaking of Cali, Kalo, 47-21, 6-9-3-3, 2.24 with the equalizer.
And this guy, he's on the very bottom in terms of finding kills per game. Only having 33.1 on the group stage, but here he is with 47 kills, and that is just insane for a player to have, right? Elevate Kalo just choose to play with violence today with 2.24 KDA. That is just how good as it can get. And obviously, he knew every bit of strategy the other team is doing. You know why? Because he is the coach.
Coach as well, but congratulations again. But hey, the series is not yet over. We do have 4 more games if it does go to 5. But if you are THNTS, I mean, some way, somehow, you gotta be able to get in your head like, hey, let's lock in. We still got a lot of things to do here. Now we do see Kalo once again the MVP, but if you're Elevate, I mean, this is a speed run at the moment.
Hey, you're going into map number 2 with full steam of momentum and confidence that, hey, we might just be able to end it 3-0. And again, the cost of you dropping 3 EMP systems and activating it up against Thanatos on the map number 1, they will not be in their right mind to play that map number 2. So now's your time to strike your weakest game mode. You've been able to put the damage on that map number 1. You should be able to get it home. And here's the better part about this, Coach Jay. PJ, we know about him being the best respawn player in Garena Masters 9, but here is the twist. He's also the best S&D player currently in this game. He's got himself, last game, right, up against SDE, 20 kills. And his average right now is 11.1 kills per game, which is the highest by any player in the group stage. So you're in a bit of a trouble if you are going up against this team right now.
Yeah, I mean, you just said 11. Imagine you're going up against a team that wants to play at the pace that you are playing, Thanatos, and I mean that could be just trade on trade for Elevate. So we might just see another fast search and destroy here, and then even a faster control. I mean, if Elevate decides to just capture the point, they don't even need to get kills because they could just get first 3 waves are done, and then you capture as fast as you can, and the game's over.
It really is, and that's just what happened at map number 1, right? 55-0 on the first Hardpoint, where it's supposed to be back and forth scrappy. It's just 3 lanes just being covered up. At the most basic level, it's just that the mechanics is just a tier higher on that map number 1.
That's where the hard work comes in, because the quote-unquote Elevate strategy, there is no such strategy as that. It's just playing for scrap and actually getting the lanes. And they countered their own strat, as people would say, by holding the 3 lanes. So it's as simple as that. But like Callie said, mechanically, that's where the difference is. Take a look at the map videos here for Search and Destroy, Callie. If we can find out an answer here, again, map ban. Coastal is out. Do we see standoff?
Oh.
Rohana, yes, that will be always number 1 pick. And firing range, I think, should be the map here. I think
firing range should be the map.
Yep, there you go.
Yep, that should be the map that they will look to try to play up against Elevate, because if we look into how Thanatos played up against SDE on this map, they actually took a map away from them, and they had a great sniper lineup, right? You got FTX and Jai popping off for SDE at that time, and you're looking to try to go against Elevate Puck's sniper, right? Kendi as well as Susano. Yes, it is going to be a best map for you, but also a yes for Elevate. And it is not going to be an easy fight, because Elevate coming into this has a 100% win rate on this map, while you, however, Thanatos has a 40% win rate. So it's going to be really hard for you off the start. The cards are definitely aligned for Elevate, but if you can do whatever you did when you match up against Stalwart Esports on this firing range map on the first day of Garena Masters 9, then we talk about a chance for you to take this one home. But in order for you to do that, your sniper has to be the playmaker, Coach Jay.
The playmaker. Now, let's see at the lineups here. Same team. No one getting removed here. And for all we can say, the 200%, I mean, 200% momentum, Callie. Sorry, I am still lost for words.
I mean, even I am lost for words.
I'm fumbling all the words. I just can't believe that. I'm not, no disrespect to Thanatos, but like at the stage of the level, it just shows that how Elevate can get better and better, and all teams are like counting on CDM or the NA or anyone, and they're just looking down on them. Maybe not. I mean, it just shows that everyone we're just waiting for that stage 4, stage 5. Let's take a look at game number 2, Search and Destroy firing range, where we do see Mamra spraying it down.
And Mamra is currently the number 22 in average kills per game in S&D with 7.7 at number 22, but he's not going to get any kill there. He gets nothing. And the A side is just completely wide open for Plant. And Thanatos will have to break this. And they love their barrels push. So that's most likely where they will look to try to take this one away.
Direct here with a snipe. Kendi does shut him down. PJ. Over at trailer, 3 versus 2. Kendi gets risky.
What?
Live. PJ gets Gurk. And that is round number 1.
A very basic way for Elevate Puck to just slam the A side. When they had the kill onto Mamra, immediately planted the bomb and just forced Thanatos to play for a 3v4 retake, and it's just really not good because Kendi had the read, and he has 3 kills on the first round. On that first round.
Nades are flying through for the side of Elevate. You do see them trying to push it through. Mamra is gonna get tagged up. Does he get the full-on takedown? Unfortunately, no. Aurora trying to spot someone over at that trailer. She's all alone here, but she's gonna get caught. You do get one with the nade. Okay, but Susano gets Mamra, and we're back to a 4 versus 3 again.
4 versus 3 is not going to be how you want to start this. If you're Thanatos, you need to play for something here. But again, Gert gonna get cut off. And they're not even trying to plant the bomb. Look at this. Yopi is extending himself, and he is gonna end up playing for a bait and switch. Kenny gets that kill with the pistol, while Susano finds the last player in Rex. That's 2 rounds where we saw Elevate just completely push through the A site. There needs to be more presence of the early rounds here for Thanatos on that bomb site.
That is true. It just shows, man.
Oh God, brains!
Shows.
The brains!
Oh no. They committed too much, and now it's all up to Rex to try to find something here. The push is gonna come through. Rex able to get one though. Could change the round, but Kalo able to trade him out. You see number 3 trying to get it, but Susano, it was shut down. Susano gets 2 more. Kendi gets 1. Susano gets 3, but we didn't get see anything. 3-0.
This is what we were talking about, right? If Thanatos, you're going to enter this game, and you have to respect the ability of Susano and Kendi to play that sniper role in this firing range map, because on all the map pool that we have, this was the map where they dismantled one of the best Chinese teams, Coach J, last year. And they still have that confidence in them to take away a win in this kind of moments. But great adjustments coming through now.
Yeah, you get some kills there. This is a great round. Solid answer, unless Kalo, there you go. Aurora shuts down Kalo, and finally an answer back. After 3 rounds, the adjustment comes through from Thanatos. Some utility work there, Cali. But now we move on to that next round. Do we see Elevate answer back here?
I think you just gotta have to play the same thing if you're Thanatos. I mean, I saw what you did there on the B side, where you had to play a retake and almost won it. So if you can just guard the A side here and just play for a retake, where?
From trailer, man. Oh no, Rex is all alone here. Gets shut down. Mamra does get Kendi. The decoy is already out. Bomb is gonna be down for free. And once again, the power of deception is out here again for Elevate.
It's like they planned this. It's like a playbook. Hey, on this round we play this. On this X number of round we just play. It's a script. Elevate is just playing off a script.
Halo gets 2 more. Last player alive, it's Gurk. Gets shut down by PJ with a sniper. It's 1-4. One more round before we swap sides, and it's looking like Elevate will run away with this.
It makes a whole lot of sense for Elevate to just play off of a script, right? I mean, I try to do that with the teams I work around with, but it's just too good. I mean, look at this. Thanatos will likely enforce the B side. And Elevate is just going to be all on A. Thrusting on a Mumra-led lane, and he is going to get traded out, and all of your players are just going to lose out on trailer. And Elevate's going to get a good hold off of that.
They are second-guessing themselves, but they're playing scared now. They're not playing to their strengths. And this is what's happening. The panic mode is on. They're able to get 2, though. But for how long? There you go. Nice push coming through from Kalo. PJ gets 1.
There we go.
Gets the other one. There you go. Nice adjustment as soon as I say that. But, oh no. Susano gets the first. He knows there's a play right behind him. 30 seconds. If he gets this play, it's going to be a clutch. But no, Risky shuts him down. Rex gets it. As soon as I say something was wrong, they completely shut my mouth, Kelly. But 2-4 as you swap sides.
Not bad. Not bad of a half for them, knowing that Elevate was just straight up rushing all those lanes. Now, it just so happened to be one of the key features for Thanatos as well when it comes to playing Hardpoint. I mean, it's Search and Destroy. You love to go all in every time, and this is going to be the same exact play. We're going to try to rush B side here with only Kalo holding the area.
Oh, they're
going to fake it.
They're trying to fake it, but look at the map. Yeah, but look at the map. Elevate is reading it. They're reading it perfectly. Kalo's telling them
on the A side.
And there you go. Kendi gets the first. PJ gets the second. Can he get the third? No. But damage has been done. Yopi shuts down Rex.
They need 3 earlier.
It's all up to 1 player, which is going to be Aurora in a 1 versus 3. Able to spot 1, but Susano's there for the trade. 2-5. Ellie. Elevate's just on another level, man.
They are. It's just that they're ready to take on any gunfight, and the mechanics, again, I still believe is the biggest difference between these two squads, right? I mean, you can play for brains, you can play for fakes, but when you have Elevate, Candy, as well as Susano hitting their shots on a very heavy sniper map, you already know it's going to be a big problem. And here they go, again at the A site, and they get read again by the snipers again. Those pickoffs on those mid rounds, that has pressured THNTS so many times. And here they are again, suffering a nightmare on the trailer.
Trying to wake up from that nightmare, Cali. It's not yet over, though. 2 versus 3. Bomb is in no man's land, but they have to push out here. Aurora able to get that first. Needs help from his teammate here, but she's going to try to push to Susano. That is not the best option there if you're Aurora. Now risky. Left in a 1 versus 2. They do have bomb. They could just get bomb, but I know number 4 is watching that. Risky now has a minute to work with here.
A bit too tunnel division there for THNTS to try to play for the numbers game at the early game, and it's just not going to be it. Risky, Mang Janelle, not going to get it. Elevate.
Uncalled for, Cal.
One round away, bro.
1 round away, and we are moving on to game number 3. My goodness, Callie. World record, maybe, Callie?
I mean, it's a speed run. It's a speed run. For a playoffs as well. This could go in the books.
Yeah, collateral.
Oh my God. Bro, hold it down.
Collateral.
2Ps, and look at this plays right here. I mean, Susano and Candy combining for 20. That's higher than Mumra, Rex, and Risky combined.
There you go.
And then they're going to speed run this through. This is not even a game. Put the price in the bag. It's 2-0 now. Elevate Buck. Going to be entering map number 3 with the fastest hardpoint and search and destroy game we've seen. And it's crazy because they were starting on the attack side, and you know what they did? Bomb rush the A site, let's slam B, let's go all in and just try to play the numbers game, and they are gonna take another win. Elevate. This is the playoff Elevate that we love to talk about. There's just a big difference in the mindset that Olea has programmed these robots to play in, and it just goes up by another difficulty. And you know what? I'm gonna change that. 2 difficulties, bro. And if you guys missed out on the matchup on this round number 2, on this map number 2, it was very quick. Come take a look at these highlights.
Have it. Cali. Our MVP is going to be Susano. 10-3, 1075, 3.33. My goodness.
I mean, what do we even have to say for this player, man? I mean,
move on to game
3. Because this guy has been averaging this number consistently, right? On the group stage, he had a 8.8 KD rate, 8.8 average kill, and a 1.26 KD ratio. And many times that they played S&D, it's always the ender. But again, they'd have to play a map number 3 for a best of 5 series. And we go take a look at the kills. I just don't understand what I'm seeing right now.
I mean, 26-38, maybe
a little bit of a flip, but for sure. Elevate Puck Elevate Puck's going to be the 38 kills.
Yep.
You got them with 4,786 scores, so that will be good. And again, with Susano and Candy combining for 20 kills alone, right, on that map, you just have to say that that really is Elevate's choice of map when it comes to playing Search and Destroy. That's their key. That's one of their finest maps last year, Coach Jay.
All the maps are mastering it one by one now, Callie, and even
It's
even
unfair,
Combine,
bruh.
even Combine, bro. I mean, they're just the
That's
fastest
why-
and the hardest workers in the room.
That's true. And again, the new map pool that we got for 2025, it's not going to reward new teams, because you know why? Elevate just need to maintain all the maps that they played great last year.
I mean, you ban the map you don't want to play, which is for Elevate,
Yeah,
and then
com-
you just any map that they can play they're good at it. So that's the unfortunate reality of the situation, but it is what it is. I mean, you just gotta outwork them, maybe out-in them. There's a lot of things you can do, but for Thanatos, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, we are down 0-2.
Yeah, we gotta take things one step at a time, one round by
Maybe.
round, one round. If we want to talk about a comeback, right, they start here on this map number 3, which is going to be a game mode that Elevate has not played during the group stage, because you know why?
You don't need to.
They don't need to. On a best of 3, they just had to win 2-0 or lose as 0-2. And both they did, right? One loss from TRT, but everything has all been down to a 2-0. But maybe there will be a chance for these guys to play maybe a Crossfire or a Takeoff, because those two maps definitely received the newest update in terms of spawns. So they might have a chance there, but if you take, again, a look at the mechanics of Elevate, that's still where the biggest difference is between these two squads right now.
Take a look at the maps here. Raid is out. Crossfire is in. We are going to take off, Callie. So, oh, wait. Never mind. We are going to Crossfire, Callie.
All right, this will be it. I mean, I think it will be a Takeoff, because Thanatos banned Crossfire, Elevate Puck banned Raid. And I'm really interested why they always ban Raid when it turns out to be one of their key maps when it comes to playing during the playoffs. Maybe they're just hiding strats or whatever, but they'll gladly take a Takeoff map. And again, we talked about it earlier. Takeoff on the attack side has 2 new spawns outside of that Medcare Center and the T side spawn. You have B2 as well as the blue bottom. So not a lot of spawn trap that Thanatos and Elevate will have to take when they're on the attack side here. So that's already a good change that we have in the esports setting. At least we don't have cancerous spawn trap situations like we did on the first 2 weeks. But let's see what will happen though. I still feel like it's a heavy 3-0.
It's still a heavy. It's still gonna be a heavy 3-0, man. I mean, maybe you can find something. Maybe, Callie. You know, some life here. I mean, control is like a search and destroy. You know, you only have a certain number of lives. Combination of hardpoint and team deathmatch. So we have to wait and see what's going to be the plan of action here. The action plan of Thanatos here. They haven't been winning individually, Callie. So maybe a change of scenery. But you know, having 2 players at the same lane, that would make your map a bit smaller, your map control smaller, so that would, you have to sacrifice something if you want to get those 2-man games.
I feel like they still need to let Mamra take over again. This guy's the demon of this team, and the only reason why Thanatos is currently number 4. Yes, obviously you got Risky, Rex, and Gurk, but Mamra has been on a different level. He was the number 2 player in the hardpoint section, but today it was just not his day. He struggled keeping himself on the kill feed, and it just relapsed, right? It was a heavy 100-point club served to them on the map number 1, but maybe this time on another respawn game where he is currently number 7 in average kills and number 9 in KD in control, maybe we get to see them absolutely play it. But otherwise, this is going to be the first time we will be seeing Elevate Puck play a control for the first time since Garena Summer Invitational 2025. Let's see what they got on the newly revamped map.
Here we go. 3-3 so far. Aurora trying to find anything. She's gonna get taken down by PJ. You see what Elevate's doing here, just trying to get some space here first before they start hopping on that A point. But look at that map control they're already doing. As soon as I say that, Thanatos actually answers back with some kills here, so pretty good so far, Cali here. Able to, take the get some lives here and there, stop the bleeding for now.
Just gotta be very careful around the spawns. And Thanatos again on the attack side. If we talk about it right, again, it is one of the hardest maps to take away an attack site win. So you'll gladly take it if you ever do take any captures on this one. But obviously you're gonna have to think that, hey, we gotta outslay them. We gotta be able to hold on to these 3 lanes a little bit more consistent. That's what they gotta do, right? If you're on the defense.
What was it? Your team already got taken down here, Cali, but you still do the same thing. That's just a waste of life there. 14 to 16 now. Hey, about to be captured as Kalo shuts down Mamra, and we are gonna have another minute. But Thanatos actually able to get an additional 2 life here. Sano gonna get taken down as well. Back to 13-13 we go.
Here it is. Looking pretty good. It's gonna be Elevate. Again, you'll gladly take any attack site win. And look at PJ. Again, this is the first time we are going to be seeing this whole squad play a Takeoff on a tournament again. In fact, their first control, as we said earlier, and it seems like they're just gonna try to play for exit kills, looking to try to make an opening on the B site where you're currently seeing Thanatos push through the map, and you can see it. They're taking the top P2 spot, Coach Jay, and look at where the players are spawning for Elevate. They spawn bottom blue, so they have an opportunity to take away the top P2 and make this more easier for them to take away the control on the whole map.
Yeah, and we do have a graphic misinformation there. Elevate is on the right side, not Thanatos. But we'll get that fixed. 4 more lives to go. 3 more lives remaining for Thanatos here. Last 3 remaining. Rex trying to find something. Misses those shots. Gets shut down. 2 more lives. Finally, do have the graphic right. Last 2 lives remaining, Cali, and we do get our first victory here. Should be a victory here.
Yeah.
On the attack side, as soon as you say
that
it's not been likely, it's going to happen now.
It is, man. Oh god, that's not looking good. Girk on a 1v X something. It's just not gonna be something that you're gonna be able to take the win on. But Elevate, again, looking pretty solid on. It seems like they're pretty well adapted to the spawns that has been updated, right? You saw them when they're spawning on that bottom blue on P4. They're just straight up slamming through the top side of the map and just making sure that they reverse the Thanatos' hold on the bottom side.
And now Elevate trying to turn on and plug in that blender, Cali. Susano able to shut down Aurora. 27 to 29 we go. Tempest is out. Oh no, here we go, Cali. The beginning.
Oh god.
But Thanatos actually able to get out of there. PJ, he still gets 1. No way, he gets 2. What? How do you get 2 in how?
Oh no. Look at this. Again, look at Elevate Puck. They're holding on the top side on bottom blue. And Thanatos are spawning on P2. So that is, again, something that these players have to adjust because they played this map so many times in scrims, on tournaments, that when they take away that top P2, right, or the bottom blue, it's always going to be the same exact spawns. But never, ever do we get to see a spawn trap so far. It's been pretty refreshing, honestly, but not refreshing for Thanatos. They're the ones down by life counts.
By 11. Down by 11 we go. 50 seconds left. Kendi's getting free hits with a sniper here. Not getting cleared up. Hello, please clear your base. 7 lives remaining, and Kendi, again, just free hitting all the enemies of Thanatos here. 10 seconds. Finally gets shut down, but 5 lives remaining. 3 lives remaining. Match point for Elevate Puck.
Oh boy. One step away from going into the upper bracket finals. They've seen this many times. I mean, you gotta have to credit Thanatos still. Even if they are taking the beating, they are taking the beating on the best team possibly in the world right now.
I agree. Now round number 3, Cali. Elevate. You have the Thanatos with their operators. Risky trying to get something with that war machine. Able to get a hit marker. Gets Yopi, but gets traded out. Pred comes through. Finds the players of the Thanatos. Able to get 1. Rex even set up a trophy, but it didn't matter, Cali. 25 to 27. A minute left here. And now we have to hit the reset.
Here we go. Again, you're doing a great job holding on all these 3 lanes. Your THNTS, you just gotta have to slay out, hold down those positions, but whoop, there it goes. Heavy importance for Elevate on taking away that top side of the map. Through generators, P3, P4 is where they really want to take most of their attacks and just get easy access against the enemy. And that's been able to work.
It's been able to work here, but look at A about to be captured. 15 lives remaining, and it's just nothing's been working for the side of THNTS here, Cali. You just can't find a break, can't catch. They can't even breathe. They're getting suffocated in their base. They're not getting the lanes that they need to get. They use their operators, but to no avail, Cali. They're just getting shut down. And see, just like that, you get 1 kill and this doesn't work. 11 lives remaining. A minute will be added here. I mean, that's all she wrote here. Elevate looking at the final lap here.
Yep. And I mean, everybody's just
tough.
Yeah, it's just desperate. THNTS are desperate in trying to make use of the spawns. The spawn control, but it hasn't really happened because of the fair play that the attack side is getting. You know, it's going to be a different ball game in the competition. It just takes a while for you to get used to the spawns. So you have to trust so much on your mechanics to win you these games. And it's just that Elevate is your 4-time Garena Masters champion, the 2024 World Champs, the 2025 Garena Summer Invitation, looking to try to get their 5th Garena Master title as they take away THNTS 3-0 on the upper bracket. They now advance to the upper bracket finals.
Bracket finals secured, and for THNTS, well, see you later in the lower bracket, but that is, what, 30 minutes, Cali? 25, 27?
I think around 30 to 45.
My goodness.
Either way, you take it.
You take it 3-0, Elevate. They take home the first series. They are going to be moving on to the next time. We'll see them tomorrow, because that's going to be their only game if you do win 1 series today.
And it's not over yet for THNTS, right? Yes, it's a 3-0, but they're heading down to the lower bracket where they will be facing the loser of the match between Stalwart Esports and TRT. But if you miss the action on this map number 3, come take a look at these highlights. And here we have it, your MVP, this time for the control. The first time we get to see Elevate, and we see them giving an L to the THNTS squad. Kills going to be 21 with a 1.91 KDA. Pretty good, solid start here for Yopen. Easily, honestly, one of the best Sparrow operator user in the world. I don't think anybody as good as Asiopi right now with that weapon. He just finds so much value with it, right? It's a comfort pick, a legendary guy, and a legendary operator.
That one, Cali. And a legendary series as well, man. One of the fastest one.
Fastest, yeah, I mean,
You better post about it on social media, Callie. Everybody's gonna be looking at that. But my goodness, great things happening from them in our head-to-head here, 38-26. I mean, what else do you need?
Yeah, this is for the search and destroy for you guys that missed the action. So this is the correct one. This is the wrong one, but it's also the right one for the search and destroy for you guys to be able to take away the game. And you know what's impressive here was that 38 kills coming in for Elevate. 20 of those came in for Susano and Candy, which is 20 kills, right? So there was only 18 kills for the other 3 guys to share, which is crazy. The sniper definitely easily the best, and we have our series MVP, and it's the man, the myth, the legend. EOP1 Kenobi with 59 total kills and a 1.51 average KD.
51 average KD. Congratulations again to the side of Elevate, as they will move on to the next round in the upper. There's Yopi right there. Yopi1 Calliope.
Calliope, bro. You gotta do it. You just gotta do it.
No, you can do it. I'm good. You can do it.
Okay, I can't do it. My tongue is not that big, bro. LeBron. You want to see LeBron? LeBron, greatness, Elevate. Those 3 things you cannot really take away. This is just the best, fastest game that we've seen in the whole series of Garena Masters 9. It's the fastest. Gotta be the fastest. And I don't think anybody can be able to beat that anytime soon, unless ST and TRT decide to just show up a different mindset like Elevate.
Different mindset for Elevate. That's which is easier said than done. That's not even the mindset. It's just mechanically. Can you be able to match with that prowess on the side of Elevate? Because Thanatos, I mean, they're probably like, hey man, it's our day to day. You know,
yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's take away a win at least. Then you start off 55-0 on the first map.
150 to 7.
150 to 7. Oh god.
7.
Yeah. 7 points. 3 hills. Crazy. And on those 3 hills, 2 EMP systems were activated, and there was another one that followed up, I believe was for Kalo as well, where he got 2 EMP system investments added into the mix. That's just how rough it was for THNTS, and that will conclude the game. Mechanics wise, Elevate, top tier level of competition they gotta play, because this team is speed running through this group stage and on this first match on the playoffs.
And with that being said, this will be our first series. 2 more to go. We'll be right back after the short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will come back. Oh,
welcome
okay. We
back.
welcome you back to the Garena Masters 9 Echoes of the
My bad.
Champion. It's Cali down here with Coach Jericho, and we are down to our next game, which is going to be TRT Philippines up against Stalwart Esports, with both teams absolutely having new changes to their roster. They've made changes that really improve in terms of the gun power, but now the question is, who is going to be the better team out of this? Because the last time that they played a playoff, Coach Jay, was when we go back to Garena Summer Invitation 2025, where STE lost up against TRT Philippines, and having to place fourth, they had to make changes.
To make changes, and the changes were made. And they added Jai, they added Reef, AG, and AG retired, shut up, went to Indonesia, but I don't think he's also playing as a starting lineup. So, I mean, that's it's a huge adjustment, you could say, Callie. And with the time that they had, maybe what a month and a half, is it enough for SCE to make it to that next round?
And the thing here is, again, you got a lot of advantage here for TRT, especially with the addition of GB now to the roster. This guy definitely is going to be a key masterpiece in order for TRT to again upset STE. Here on the brackets that we got, and they will be playing on our series 2. And again, the loser of this match will go down to play THNTS on the losers bracket. You got 2 chances of trying to earn your way into the grand finals. If you do lose your losers bracket, you're already gone for, bro.
And now we do see our second round, Stalwart and TRT. And then, like I said, Thanatos and whoever is going to be the loser, this had to say goodbye to this tournament and end with 2,000 USD. So now TRT and SC, this is probably one of the few. I think Elevate could have a little bit of a breather, because again, it's not like before where the first one gets the 4th team. Now it's a drawouts, and it still ended up the same.
Yeah.
But there was a 50-50 chance that TRT would have faced Elevate in that first round, when we could have seen a best of 5, like a full 5 games.
But it's just not really the way it is, right? The fate between these two teams have to be tested again. and Stalwart, they want revenge for what happened on that last playoff game that they played up against TRT in Garena Summer Invitation 2025. They've added in Jai, the best player from THNTS from that last season, and he's been the best player so far for this team. He's been the highlight, and the first time we saw him, he dropped a 60 bomb on a Hardpoint game, and has dropped multiple clutches for STE, but they can't keep on counting on him the most here. Everybody has to play their roles properly, Coach Jay, if they do want to win up against TRT, who is just as stacked as this STE roster.
That is true. Both teams are going to be stacked, but you can't just rely on one guy, that superstar like Jai, because on the side of TRT, you do have experience there. That's the biggest factor there. I mean, you have Jai's he has been to a few playoffs, but has he been in this kind of gravity? As you take a look at the hard point, Apocalypse is out, smart pick. Hacienda is out, also a smart pick.
Okay.
We're going to, I think we should go to Slums. Yes.
Yeah,
there
Slums.
You go. It's a 50-50 chance in Slums, and I think that's the best thing about it.
I think it will be, but I also believe that TRT might be able to take this one home. As we take a look at the stats that they played on this map on the group stage, TRT has won it 3 times with a 100% win rate, and STE has only played it 1 time with a 100% win rate as well. Both of this team definitely knows the fundamentals on this map, but the biggest difference is the difference that they've won their maps. And it just favors TRT, who has 140 points combined on those 3 maps, while we have STE with 94. So there's a bit bigger margin that TRT has been able to put into play when they play on this map itself. But it's a different game, Coach Jay. This is the playoffs, and if the playoffs starts, the tension, the pressure gets to you. So it is gonna matter who is gonna step things up for these 2 teams.
It's all gonna come down to your individual prowess, to your operator skills, the timings, all those little things, Kelly. And I'm expecting, I think we're gonna go to 5 or probably 4 here, Kelly. Depends after this first game. We both did pick TRT, but I think SCE, they have a lot to prove here in today's matchup.
I gotta agree with you on that, right? They got a lot of pressure. If you talk about it right now, STE, they just want to win, and they added in Jai and Reef to be able to get themselves the #2 spot, at least in the MSP server, Coach Jay. So they really spent a lot of opportunities for them to win this, but with the rise of TRT on the Green Summer Invitation 2025, and with them adding back GB, this is where the predictions come in that we might just be able to see an upset here for TRT take home this best of 5 series up against Howard Esports.
That's true. This is their moment here. You know, the revamp and everything. I mean, getting memed on online and in the social media. But for TRT, the problem was your first week's always going to be not the best second. You just turned up third. What happens here?
Yeah.
You show up here once again. You're about to load up in this first game. Hardpoint Slums once again. And Callie, do we see what happened in the first series? I highly doubt it will.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But both
Maybe
teams, they got the better mechanical gunfight. I think both teams definitely know how to play this much better in terms of playing this game. But it will also really have to be depending on the SMG. Again, STE will have to rely on those close range players, specifically your SMG guys, Clove, Reef, and Skur. They gotta have to turn things up. One of them has to go for a 40 bomb if they want to win up against TRT, who's got Chibi actually being one of the best SMG. And also, oh no, not SMG, but one of the best players in Hardpoint. And he's got himself, you know, the 4th best average kills in this game, right? With 40.57.
It's true, and now we do see the start of TRT getting 21 and more, and ST able to bounce back, but Freezy able to get one with his nade. You see the map, and no one has definitive control of that P2. It's just a scramble for this P1 as Yato gets 2, but the trades are still going here. Jibby needs to get this killer on this left side. No, he does not, and Clove 4 in a row, running to the back.
Yeah, that will be very crucial. You got to think bigger picture here. But again, Idra still going to help his team, except for the back. And yeah, that Hunter Kiloton does not take anything. And we got STE clearing off what is the most important part on this speed 2, and that's taking the spawns.
Yeah, it's split spawns actually, but here comes the push here. Tin trying his best to hold down the point. Trying to stay alive, actually. So very smart play there for Tin as he shuts down the spawn as well. So this is pretty solid for the side of TRT.
And STE, again, you got to rely on your SMG, and it's only been Clove doing that for you with 13 kills. Reef and Skirt only combining for 4. That is very alarming. They got to stay activated and proactive in trying to cut off spawns, but that has just been eviscerated by TRT. All of these SMGs are doing quite a ton of damage. And in fact, they've taken bigger picture again to try to make sure that they have the spawns for P2. And they're just playing for cutoffs now. This is a highlight mixtape waiting to happen for them. This P2 belongs to TRT, and they built up quite a solid lead just because of it.
Quite a solid lead. Now we do see Freezy with the War Machine. Trying to get something, but able to get at least one there. But Jibby with the Pred should have used it later. I think you need players to be close enough to be able to be effective with that Predator missile. But this is what we talked about, Callie. P2 should be one side. P3 is going to be one-sided as well. Now SC, they have control. Now they're bringing out their operators, Jai with his War Machine.
War Machine is heavily important here. And if we're talking about the 3rd best hardpoint player, it is going to be Jai, right? He's been able to pop off many times for STE, and he's had to carry the load of offense. But here, off to really a slow start, it's all been Clove. Has been putting on the mixtape along with FDX. So you take that to make sure you climb your way back into this deficit that you created on the loss of that P2.
Yep. You need to be able to try to bounce back here. But FDX, he's going to be the last one inside here. Has a big fight here. But Hydra able to answer back and get some scrap time here without even getting any engagement here, Callie, and that's a good thing. They're soaking up that time. He does a big kill here, but Reef able to shut him down.
At least you took a little bit more time in there, right? Step away and not give STE that lead as we enter that P4, where you got the early rotation. ST's doing a big climb up here, and we are going to see a very close game as we enter P4.
As we enter P4 here, big fights here at the back. You see TRT, but FDX Nice shots as well. And now another split spawn situation here. Only one player inside. It's going to be Idra with the Tempest. Can he find anything? But the trophy is there. It will shut him down. And now you see STE. It takes control.
There we go. Yeah, finally staying alive here. It took a little bit more time for Reef and Skirt to get back and score kills, but they finally put themselves in the mark.
Oh, no.
And look at the damage that they've been able to create, right? Stepping on the gas pedal and running down TRT on their first wave of defense inside. And look at what happens on the second and third wave. They just flushed them like another wave. It goes, it goes, it goes, but it always favors STE on this P4.
Yeah, and Jibby actually decided to use his Death Machine. Could have probably used it in that P1. Not so sure, but only able to get one there, Cali. 10 seconds left here. And who's still on top? It's still going to be SCE. Not a huge lead here, Cali, because especially in the map like Slums, you know, comebacks are very frequent.
It's possible.
Here. It's very possible, but look at the map here. Hydra has a two-piece, needs to get it. Unfortunately not. SC able to turn it around in P1. They get control again.
Again, that's very nice. Again, you just gotta have to figure out what you want to do if you're STE. Just want to be able to much as you can, and also think bigger picture. You lost out big on that P2 earlier, so you gotta have to make sure in the last 20 seconds of this P1, you'll be the ones ending up with the right side of the map. But before we even go there, right, let's talk about what's been happening. It's all been STE for the past 3 hills, Coach Jay. This has not looked good for TRT.
Looking good so far, but again, P1 and P2, that's where you want to get that momentum first. It's going to be a big fighter in the back. Freezy trying to get that player, eventually gets that player. So 20 seconds left here. If you are undecided TRT, big time right here.
And you gotta contest this, also thinking that you need to take away P2. You need a couple of gunfights to make yourself be able to have the opportunity to take this P1 and this P2 as well. So it's a lot of straining order, but you do lose out on the scrap time on P1. But you're rewarded again with the best side possible to cash in a full 60, and that is on this P2. But let's see though, how are they going to handle a much better STE squad heading into another P2?
Guy with a war machine here, only to be able to get 2 at least there. Tin now all alone at the back here, able to get 1, but needs help from its team, and now SC able to flip it. Now they're gonna be in charge with this P2, but look at the back here. They're trying to make a push here. Yato needs help from the back. FDX with the Tempest, able to get 2 more. Gonna get the third, 4 in a row for FDX. And SCE slowly gaining a big lead here.
Yeah, this is such a big bounce back. Again, they tickled the bear, and you gotta expect it to poke back, and TRT could not really handle that right now. STE has just looked ready in all of these gunfights, even talking about that, right? Again, you took care of the worst possible moment, which is your P2, and now it's just all about cashing in a couple of more hills, and you're gonna take home this map number 1.
Yep, that's true. Now we're moving on to the speed 3, and now if you're TRT, you cannot lose this time right here, Cali, because this is your lifeline. Gotta be able to get the full 60 here. That's Hydra. Gonna be the one inside timing, able to stay alive here. Another pred comes through. Hydra has to make a play. Unfortunately, we'll get that second, but we'll get traded out. Freezy now, big kills in front of him. Gets the first, gets the second as well. Can he get the third? On the stuff side, has to take the reload. Spots the player at the back here. Now TRT in control of P3.
Yeah, still a lot of comeback to do here if you are a TRT fan, right? STE is just gonna slowly climb their way through. Not even trying to flip spawns right now. They're just gonna head straight onto the site, and they get away with it by just stacking their numbers, which is gonna be nice as they draw closer to the 250-point mark. They bring out their operators, Reef. They'll extend out and get more kills to put this thing away and not give TRT any more chance to come back. Absolute clinical masterpiece coming in for them on this map number 1 as they clear out TRT one more time on the final P3.
P3 230 and counting, Cali, and looking like this could be over in P4. 20 points remaining for Stalwart Esports to close out game number 1. You do see TRT fighting for their life in this P4. They shut down Clove's Equalizer. Jai in front, able to get shut down by Yato. Can we see something here? That's the first wave. You complete that first wave. Sparrow at the ready here. Yato, does he decide to use it here just to push out the enemy? Answer will be no. It's a full front push here, but here comes the Sparrow.
Here comes the Sparrow that definitely is going to hold down STE unless they do find it through the smoke, and they do. That is heavy. That is huge. If you're STE, you get to find a breakthrough inside, but you're going to have to take care of that war machine that, again, has put so much pressure on you and a reason why you were cut down on this wave. Game's not yet over. TRT looking pretty good. They've been able to cut it down and put SDE all over the place, and this is the much needed result that you want in order for you to start the comeback. But it's gonna be it's going to be rough, right? Because you're asked to be perfect. You can't give any more time to SDE side, and you just get perfectly broken.
And this is winnable if you're the side of STE. 5 more points to go. They can end it right here. Look at them pushing up. Jai, Skurd, everyone else. You have FDX with the Tempest, and there you have it. Game number 1, 250 to 146. A little bit of a one-sided game in a way, Callie. I thought I was gonna see more out of TRT, but unfortunately, maybe that 3 weekend trial's over, Callie. Like I said, weekend warriors.
Weekend Warriors. But again, we talked about the specifics of the map, right? You're not going to win this map with your assault, by not getting points, of course, but you're not going to win this map by relying on your assault riflers. You're never going to win this map because the characteristic is all about close range gunfights. And yes, we did find the early lead coming in for the boys of TRT. But when it came to the P3, the first P3, SDE finally unlocked their 3 SMG players. And that has been the reason why they won this game. If you try to talk about stats, it was 78 kills for the boys of TRT on the SMG side, while SDE has 100 kills. That's been all the difference, Coach Jay.
All the difference, and SDE able to get that game number 1. A little bit of a rusty in that mid part of the game. But they were able to bounce back, and then you saw the big operator skills from both teams. But if you did miss it out, let's take a look at the highlights.
And we have our MVP. It is going to be Jai, unfazed about what he's going in. First playoffs, if I am not mistaken, for him on the biggest stage, right? This is stage 3, by the way. And he just never fails to absolutely put on the mixtape. 32 kills and a 1 KD. That is going to be the war machine that he's going to be equipping and always finding so much value out of it. I don't think outside of Elevate and SDE, there will be any other trusted operator user on the war machine as Jai, because he just knows how to get it done. He finds a lot of pressure with it all the time.
A lot of pressure from Jai. You saw him. He had a slow start, Cali. That's why 32-32, but they were able to bounce back. And now we do see SE able to get that first victory on this series. Looking at this S&D and this game number 2, Cali, I think this is more balanced in the Search and Destroy.
Well, most definitely. I feel like It will depend on the map though, because there is heavily inconsistencies coming through out of TRT when it comes to playing in different maps. But looking into our head-to-head first, and we talk about it, TRT 145 and 159 on the kills is just pretty close. But again, you look at the difference on the quality of usage that you get on the SMGs. 3 SMG users for STE, that is going to be FTX, Clove, and Reef. They combined for 100 kills. And the difference is a plus 22. TRT only had 78 kills from their SMG. Teen barely had 20 kills. And that was just the problem on this map. They could not get their close range to do the job for them to find those opening breaks, get those opportunities on P3, P4, and STE pulled away with it.
Pulled away. I mean, the first set was very competitive. That second set, that's where it really started. You know, like you said, Cali, P1 to P2, you can give up P2 as long as you get the full 16 P3,
Yeah.
vice versa. You can give up P3 if you get a full 16 P2. It's always going to come down to those types of games, but I think now in this Search and Destroy, I think both teams are warmed up now. Definitely going to have a series in our hands here, but again, if we go to maybe like a standoff, maybe I'll give it to STE. An edge to STE there.
I feel like if we go to a Coastal as well, I think there will be a high chance STE takes it home. But never, ever even bring Kurohana Metropolis on the map pool. If you are STE, that should be the map ban that you're going to be bringing into this best of 5, because that's clearly the best map that TRT is able to bring it during the group stage, where they had an 80% win rate. 4 wins, 1 loss. That's just how good as it can get for that team. But when you try to play them on a Coastal map, that's where you see the difference. They had to play an overtime up against RTL Prestige on that map, and we've seen signs of them really struggling on that map all throughout the year when Coastal was introduced. So you gotta just have to pick the right poison for you to play up against TRT to go up 2-0 if you're STE.
Play it right at this point, but if you're Stalwart, looking good so far, don't choke now. I mean, they've choked a lot in the past tournaments as well. I mean, given that was the old team, now this new team looking great so far. Will they curl up on the pressure of trying to close it out? If you're TRT, where's that magic from last week? But let's take a look at the map videos here, Cali. I have standoff. Let's take a look at the bans here. TRT banning up Tunisia. Smart ban. Standoff.
Oh, bro, we're heading for Kurohana, bro.
Nope, firing range.
Firing range. Okay, that will be good. That will be a strong
maps
map.
now.
Yeah, we're just a redux of the map that we had. We've not seen firing range be played by TRT on the group stage, but STE has played it 3 times. Only loss was up against Thanatos on the first day of the group stage. But outside of that, they've won the last 2 maps. But the difference is not that big. So we can still say that it still can be pretty mixy, but it will have to depend on the way your sniper played this. You saw for the last game, Coach J, Elevate, their snipers combined for 20. Sano and Candy put a highlight mixtape on those opponents. And STE, should they want to win this a 2-0 off the get-go on this best of 5, FTX and Jai needs to lock in and get the sniper picks up against the sniper of TRT.
Is true. That's what's gonna happen here. I think it's gonna be the snipers, the new people who need to step up. It's gonna be Jibby versus Jai here. I mean, Jibby did not play that GSI as much as he wanted to, but now finally here, expect a lot out of here, because they did lose Josh. But here comes game number 2. TRT STE firing range, search and destroy. STE about to push up. We saw that EMP actually, a very good utility usage there, just to be able to get some information. But now it's a 5-on-5 retake, Ali.
Yeah, either has not been spotted. They have no sound cue on him. Unless the flank works, FDX is gonna read that one completely right. So there goes the first 2 hits. STE should be able to put more pressure to this as they put the bomb down and just try to play for this post-plant retake coming through for TRT, but they're heavily pressured. Great job by Clove to push through, and FDX gets the final kill.
There you go. Flawless round, actually, for the side of STE. And for TRT, need to see some fast adjustments here. Can't be losing the next round, because I need to see if they can... I know they can definitely hang, Cali, but it's just those adjustments. Small adjustments coming through here. The side, TRT, STE. Again, another push through A.
Yeah, they're not gonna. I think it's just a complete remake again. Elevate. You saw what they did in the first 2 rounds, right? Push A. Same thing that SDE is doing right here. Definitely not sketchy, but the RT gonna be trying to play through the back. They love sending it at the back, but Jai gets the read.
The read. 2 versus 2. Jimmy a bit too aggressive on Clove. Jimmy able to get that. One is diffusing. Jai has to go now. Here comes the jump shot. Spots one. Gets the diffuser. Spots the second. Jai with a quick scope. 2-0.
Bro.
SDE.
Bro, you just can't highlight this. This is heaven type of plays. DVT Heaven makes this kind of plays back in the days.
That's why he's there. And he gets another kill on Jibby. And now STE. But look at TRT. They're going to leave Hydra alone here. Can the veteran make a play here? Calling it out. They're here. Hydra only able to get hit markers. Actually able to get one free to get Clove as well. No follow-up from STE.
Swing.
Hydra gets the third. Gets the... Oh my goodness. Hydra 4 kills.
Yeah, right. Reads at the right
man.
time. Old man still got it. Old man. Not only did he drop those 3 kills, Coach Shea, he also made that bomb drop at the B site. They don't got nothing to do. They just gotta wait.
That's FPX Ken. Do you believe in miracles, Cali? Right here. Shotgun and with on Yato. Freezy right there. FPX. Does he have it? Spots one on the left, but Yato gets FDX, and that's the first round for TRT.
I mean, how do you even try to replicate that if you're TRT, right? I mean, you had the right read on that B side. You saw Aether just swinging, winning this fight. Sees 1, sees 2, crispy flicks coming through from Uncle.
From the OG Unk coming through, and now round number 3, SCE not going for that B push. They're like, you know what? Let's just spam it. That's gonna work right here. Bomb will go down for Skurd. Yato's gonna be the first one. Does he go in alone here, Cali? I'll wait for his team here. Flashes are in. Here they go.
Okay, they're gonna smoke mid. So now they're gonna try to push their trailers on the A long, and they are failing at the high margin.
Oh no!
Hydra again, Uncle getting those 2 kills, but FDX just gotta stop it. It's over, Unk.
That's so unfortunate, Cali. It was a great idea, honestly, Kyrie. But
yeah,
but SDE, they had a crossfire, and that's just both teams making it better. And now here we go, taking a look. But Freezy and Jibby able to get 2 more. SDE, let's just rush, please.
Yeah, you gotta stop playing for picks, man. You already knew that the B side has not been working for you. You got the Uncle there, and the Uncle has already dropped 2 mixtapes on you, so this is not gonna look good. The Unk is gonna swing, and he's not gonna win the fight up against Clove. Of course, that guy's the prodigy back in the days. They're gonna try to team up, but the problem is Skurd actually got taken down by Jibby on the moment from the jungles, and Clove left to put this. Yep, through angles, just not good enough. Your T gonna keep it close.
Keeping it close, and watch. It's gonna be an A push right now, Cali. SD's like, all right, let's just go back to what we want to do, and the answer is it is an A push. Here we go. TRT deciding to find something here. It's gonna be number 2.
Oh, they're gonna make it.
No. Okay, they're gonna lose this round.
Yeah, the Uncle is he's gonna hear all these plays. Oh, he sees them. The Uncle sees them. Oh, I want to put on the highlight mixtape. Let me put you on it. But the nade cuts him through. At least he finds 1 kill out of that play. And 10 finds the kill on the back, so they got 2 angles to try to take a crack at this. This B side has not been working for STE. They can swing. They can still swing this. They can't win this B side right now. At the moment, there's a sniper watching the cross on this B site. He'll be lucky if Jai finds it, but he's technically not in the best position right now to find those sniper picks for you.
ERT decides to call an audible here. Backs up here, Cali. And STE still not trying to go. There you go. That's a free top. My goodness,
bro.
ERT should have just stayed there. Blunder, but it's fine. They want a full retake here. And okay. Can we plant the bomb?
You're overthinking this way too much.
Yep, they are. You gotta. This is where time management comes too, because he wouldn't. Oh, there you go. Bomb is down for Skurd. Here comes the 3v3 retake.
I don't like this.
It's not good. It's not looking too good. Yeah.
Yeah, Jai is in the best position to take you down now. You do smoke out that A hit. You're trying to close things out with Yato on the tires, but again, a watch from the cross from Jai is
wow.
Oh, he slid through. How?
Yeah, he has to make a play now. Unfortunately, weapons out in his hand. You slip through for nothing. 4-2 as we swap sides here, Cali.
Yeah, I think they could have made use if Yato had a different weapon. I think if he picked up another weapon outside of the HS, there could have been a bit more difference. But FDE played one great, right? They didn't really put the bomb down early on the 3v3. They had to wait for audibles as well, look for a bit more extension, check out whether the B side is completely wide open, and they were right. It was pretty open. Their team made go of it. And now we switch sides.
It's a fast retake! It's a fast retake from SDE! They're trying to go for it, Kelly. But Yato gets... Oh my goodness, that's 3 in a row. 4 for Yato!
One more for the ace!
For the ace! What was that? The HS flick.
One more for the ace. Yato wants it.
He wants it, but FDX...
He wants it.
Here. Timing is everything. Spots him. FDX gets the first.
Watch.
Oh, wait a minute. FDX has to back away now, but unfortunately, Jimmy gets him, and well, a taste of your own medicine, as a TRT would say to SC as they get their 3rd round.
Man, look at Yato. That was a collateral from the HS, and another one on the A side. Look, talk about 4 birds, 1 stone. That's nice. You'll take it.
Any find anything? FDX able to get a nothing at the moment. But again, another plant. Could it be another retake?
The quick A hit did not work. They're gonna slow things down a bit. Trying to spot down the players. Here they go.
So on. Clove doesn't get anyone. Freezy gets one as well. FDX gets a trade. Skurd gets another one. There's gonna be a play right in front of him. Look, FDX gets another. That's 2. It's a 2 versus 2. FDX has to stay alive here. Able to get nothing but from the trailer. Look at number 2. Skurd, the pre-fire. Unfortunately, no in the HS. And now we're tied at 4 apiece.
Yato has 9. Yato has 9 kills. That's just insane work on a firing range map with an HS. SD can't do anything about it right now. They gotta isolate him on those A plant. If not, it's gonna be really bad. Really bad.
Bad now, Yato. Again, this is the... Oh, there you go. The nade from FDX. He shut down Yato. And again, when you slow it down, you lose a round, Cali. And there you go. SD now about to finally get around in that second half.
Hey, you like it on the defense. You want to take these wins, and you already shot down the best player on the other side, which is Yato. That eliminates your worry of checking corners on every side. Uncle trying to pick, just too slow. FDX gets the kill there, and GB left to play with a 1v4, which is quite a miracle to win, right? SDE's gonna take it home. 2 rounds away from taking a 2-0 lead on this best of 5.
Rounds remaining. See if they are able to find that next round here. But as the TRT, they're trying to push it through, but the nades, that's 3 down. Jibby gets Reef, but it's a 4 versus 2 now. Number 5 at the back. Oh, a little bit of a zoom in there. And there you go. Dry shots on Freezy. Last player alive is going to be Jibby. A hit marker. Not the best time right now. Another 1 versus 4, Cali.
Yeah, Cloven Reef just on the trailer just shut down all those 3 players. And yeah, GB is a retake 1v4. There's a little bit more timing on this. He has to bomb. He's made it more doable for him to win this game in a 1v4 clutch.
It's doable now.
Yeah.
What was that shot, though? That was a nasty shot. But Jibby just a quick scope, a black scope coming through there. Also has the bomb. So pressure should just be on the side of SCE here, but Jibby able to spot the first.
Wow.
It's a 1 versus 1
He can
now.
swing B. He can swing B.
He can, but number 3 on the prowl. He saw him. Scared saw him. Scared spots him. Here comes the fight. Here comes the fight. Who's gonna take this victory? It's a 1v1 skirt. Jibby with a 1 versus 1.
No! 1v4 clutch for Jibby
Oh, no.
to keep TRT alive.
The enemy has the bomb.
A 1v5, a 1v4? That's just insane.
And now STE not in the driver's seat. Freezy able to get scared. It's a 3 versus 5 now. FDX trying to find anything. They do get 1. FDX nothing. It's a 1 versus 4 now. Hove gets shot down. Match point for TRT.
You know, there's just no analytics to be done here, man. Every player, every team just playing without their heads right now, man. They're just constantly pushing. It's in your face COD Mobile, a game that we are seeing on this firing range. But a little bit more brains here, Coach Jay.
Reef able to get Freezy. But oh no, there you go. You get 1. Reef, nice pre-fire. Oh, it gets taken down by Jibby. We're back to a 3 versus 2. Overtime could be waving at any moment now, Cali.
Uncle Ivor needs to play big.
Guy, oh no.
Oh,
Jai
no.
just down Jibby.
It's
Uncle
gonna
Hydra.
test the uncle on a 1v3. He's got the bomb. Back-to-back clutches? Is it even
Maybe.
possible?
If you're SCE, man, you're kicking yourself right now.
Oh,
You could
he's
have
running.
ended the
He's
game.
running. He is running.
What? Oh no. Why are we spread it out if you're SDE? Hydra able to get the first one. But he spot the second one? Yes. Oh no. Oh no. It's a 1v1.
The uncle!
It's a 1v1 against Skirt. He spots Skirt. But
Oh,
Skirt
no!
gets it this time.
It has to be the rival. It had to be Skirt. And we got ourselves an overtime. Hey, I'll take it. If we get a lot more games like this, I'll take it.
Overtime round is here. Look at SDE. There no more fakes. We're throwing everything at A. No,
They played it great. SDE's gonna push B.
Yeah,
And they have
this
to
is-
face they have to face the wrath of the uncle again.
Yeah, TRT's winning this round, Cali.
Here we go. Oh, it's done. Oh, not connecting. Not good enough. But they do find the kill. Ivor is gonna fall down. It's a fake B slam A. And I think Yato hears this rightly. At the possible moment, he hears those running attempts, and that should signal this team to rotate.
So it takes down FDX. It's clear now. You're back to a 4 versus 4. Left here. 55 seconds left. Still trying to look for something. Looking at it.
Okay, there we go. That's
Yeah.
an angle. That's a sound cue here. Yato knows
Yep.
that there's a player here.
Just gotta make a play here, but oh my goodness, the range of the HS. Able to get that. Now we're back to a 3 versus 4. Told you, Callie, every time you make a fake TRT, they can smell it.
Oh my god, the B-side has been a problematic attempt here for ST. I think they've only won 1 round out of it.
Freezy gets close.
And Freezy's gonna get himself the 6th kill. Pretty good,
wait a
but
minute.
still clutchable, honestly.
Very winnable
But
for
there-
both sides.
angle.
HS
Oh!
in the R9. He
Reese,
gets the first.
1v1! Oh, he
gets the-
takes down Jimmy!
Buxton!
What? You can't be serious! Down to
Can't keep getting
3v4!
away with this
Reese
SDE.
clutched it! Look at the angle taken! A messy fight up
beautiful
against Jimmy,
angle.
took the high ground. Beautiful
Wow.
angle onto the last player, and that is GG.
Reef now trying to do what Yato did. FDX gets Yato. That's the first blood.
That's
They have
it.
to
That
back
might
away
be it.
now. Look at Reef. Reef gets shut down. I freeze you, but Clove gets Hydra. It's a 4 versus 3, man. Advantage still goes on your side here. Jibby now. FTX gets Tin as well. It's a 4 versus 2. Jai gets crazy.
GG.
It's all up to Jibby. STE, you could have ended it.
1v4.
Wait, no. It's the same
1v4.
guy.
It's the same guy.
It's over.
Oh, he sees it.
Now they're sticking.
Again.
Finally, thank you, STE, for sticking together.
There we go.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Well-deserved win. STE will take it home. 2-0 now on our best of 5 series. They had to go through a long game on the firing range, but eventually sorted things out. They were forced into multiple clutch moments, Coach Jay. A ton of 1v1 moments. And yeah, I mean, we live for these times, right? I mean, a pretty close game right there. Just one away from advancing and facing Elevate on the upper bracket finals.
Facing them. Is it over? There is one more game, Callie. It is only game number 2. But if you're TRT, so close yet so far. If you're STE, you almost lost that game, Callie. But thankfully, I mean, that's basic S&D 101. You know, it's a 1 versus 4. Maybe just let him plant, man. You already saw 2 players get taken down. You're still trying to make a fancy play or something. Get paid for the price, but the overtime, thankfully, they close it out. It's now 2-0.
Yeah, looking pretty good now for STE again. Even though that game was close, you're still gonna think on the macro level you're up 2-0, and you just need to win one more. And with your team actually doing pretty great, right? So having so much performance coming through out of Reeve, that 1v2 clutch for him to take away the lead and eventually turning that into an 8-6 victory was just as crucial for this squad. And you still gotta really have to highlight the acquisition that they provided to STE, right? They took away Jai from A&M, they took Reef from Gagendra, and this team definitely up 2-0 right now. And if you missed the action on the Search and Destroy, better watch this masterpiece.
And our MVP is going to be STE Reef 1611 2003 score and the KD of 1.45. Cali definitely made the play in that first overtime. That clutch.
And the thing about Reef is that, again, he is expected to be one of the best S&D player for this team, but it hasn't really been the case during the group stage because he only averaged like 5.6 KD. I mean 5.6 on the average kills and a 0.79 on the average KD during the search and destroy action on the group stage. But here, definitely step things up on the firing range. Stopping the push on the close range engagements with that SMG was just something that STE needed to stop the plays on the trailer side. And again, that 1v2 clutch he did to ice up round number 13 and get this team that lead was just really crucial for them to go up 2-0 now on this best of 5.
2-0 now. Now let's look at the head-to-head stats here. 52-49. Very, very close, man. I mean, both teams turned up. It's similar to what happened in the group stage in GSI, where in that coastal search and destroy Cali went overtime as well, with the shotguns doing most of the work. And in the end, saw ST victory there. And now we are looking at game number 3, match point for Stalwart Esports. Cali is mesmerized.
I'm looking at the I'm looking at the stats because it all makes sense. Yes, I think we entered at map number 2 thinking that this is going to be a very close game, and it was a close game. We had to see an overtime just to be able to get the job done for STE. But to think that the firing range map was never played by TRT during the group stage is just mind-boggling, because that was clearly one of the better performing maps that they've had all throughout this season. But easier said than done, right? Now we move on to control, and again, there's 3 maps that you gotta play here. 2 maps got updated, so the problem here now for these 2 squads is that how well are you adapted to the new spawns on Takeoff and on Crossfire, and how well can you control those spawns to be able to give you the life count lead? Because it's clearly going to be very confusing, because after all these times, months have been put into reps to think that, hey, these are just static spawns, right? Now it's different, it's dynamic, and you gotta be able to talk to your team properly to get you the round wins in these control maps right now.
Yep, that's true. Now let's take a look at the maps here. Raid, Crossfire, and wow, Takeoff's
Again?
a favorite now. Another Takeoff, another carbon copy of the maps. It could be Cali.
Carbon copy of the results?
Yeah, and maybe they Elevate's definitely watching, like, hey, we can't get any information on the other map. Maybe we'll just use the same maps again.
Oh yeah, that could be a thing. Because as well, it's pretty risky to play maps that just recently got updated, right? And being a professional coach and at this current level, you just can't lose a map right now on a control, because it is the swing game. It helps you win, close things out on a series, and it can also spark a game number 5 if you do not pick the right map. So seems like Takeoff is going to be the map to go, and it matters who is going to be on the attack side, because I feel like the attack side has gotten stronger, and this map is no longer a defensive sided map. So if TRT and STE can make full use of the attack on the round number 1, that is going to be big.
I think that is true, Cali. But then again, momentum is on the side of STE. So I mean, you still have to give them the benefit of the doubt here, Cali. Yes, STE, they want to end this now. They want to move on to that next round, because they haven't faced Elevate in the playoffs in a long time, Cali. The last time was GM8, because they didn't even get to face each other in the GSI.
Yeah, and let's see how is this going to be playing out. And again, as we enter this, both teams has not played a Takeoff during the group stage, right? I mean, for STE, they did go to a map number 3 several times, and they only played Raid. That's what they love. On the flip side, TRT, they had to play a Crossfire, which is going to be a great map to play, but very risky this time around with the spawns added. And yeah, let's take a look at this and how teams will look to try to play this newly revamped Takeoff control.
Here we go. Game number 3. Now 27 to 29. Jibby able to get 2 kills right there. But TRT starting a bit stronger here, pushing over in this ticket booth. 28 to 25, a minute left, trying to clear this base out. Tin able to get that kill, but the trade is there.
Okay, looking
Wow,
pretty good
wow.
on this defensive side. Again, you just gotta have to expect it. But again, Coach Jay, with TRT and what we talked about, right? This suddenly became a defensive to an attack-sided map, and you can clearly see the difference right now on the spawn trap that STE is doing. They want to get stadium control, and look at where that spawns TRT, right at the bottom blue. And they immediately get access to the top side of the map, and that has made it easier for them to get some captures and even push out the spawns of the defensive-sided team.
That is true. 80 to 70 though, so that's gonna be at another minute. But as soon as you say that, Cali's second tick is complete. FDX still able to get some kills there. Still very close here as we go 16 to 16 here. And we see the instant replay with a punch from Reef.
Yeah, you got Manny Pacquiao actually playing another boxing match in LA. So you gotta have to watch that if you're a Filipino. It's gotta be a culture thing. But Reef, he's an Indonesian, so we might see him actually play up against Manny Pacquiao sometimes. But yeah, round number 1 has been pretty good so far. I mean,
anybody's game at this point, Cali, with 13-10.
Yeah, it feels pretty weird because if you think about it, STE already has gotten the top P2. So that means they should be able to get the win already, but that hasn't really translated because of the new spawns. And I love what I am seeing. Right now, it's a little bit more balanced compared to what we have it all the months that we played Takeoff with its static spawns.
It's true. I mean, it's not really about the squads. It's just more, no more parallel spawns. Cali's just more of like you said, it's a dynamic spawns here, but 3 lives remaining. That is not dynamic at all, Cali. 7 to 2.
God.
First round, we'll go to the side of STE. It's all up to Free Z. He does get the first STU, trying to charge up their ops.
That's just a massive fumble, man. I mean, if DRT had the life count lead before we even move on to the late game of round number 1, I believe it was 20, 23, 28 on the life count. They were +5. Just not really able to convert it.
Able to convert it. Freezy gets Jido. First blood. Reef breaks out that Sparrow. Trying to find something. Able to get 2 more. Gets the 3rd as well. Nice play from Reef here. He's trying to get more players. Can he get 1 from the far? No, he cannot. But here comes Jai and the crew. But Yato able to get 2 more.
Ouch. That hurts. And SDE now gonna try to play. Oh, okay, Reef.
Almost.
I mean, almost. Oh, okay. Just a little bit more flimsy attacks coming through on top P2, and then here he is going for a barbecue equalizer chicken, and only good for 3. But look at the life count, looking pretty good for TRT. But SDE, they've been here before. But right now, I think a spawn up has ensued for the first time.
Yeah, first time ever with their operators. He has 3, but Hydra able to get 2 more. Unk trying to make it work for them. But here comes SC. They only have a couple more pushes here. Cali gotta be able to push it out, get the kills that they need. Here comes Reef. First blood. Nope, that will not matter. And this is a great round if you're TRT. You're able to equalize it in this round number 2.
There we go. Very much needed win again for TRT. If they do want to go back and take this win, right? You gotta have to tie things up. It's only first to 3. And winning your defense is really just as important as winning your attack right now in order for you to win. But again, 4 seconds remaining here for STE, and definitely this round is over. I gotta say, this is a much better defensive take for TRT than what we saw from STE on the first round.
Yep, that's true. Now let's move on to the next round. SCE. It should be part of the script as they should be the ones winning this this round right here. So smoke's coming through. You see the fight. Jai able to get 1 with his spawn trap. Gets another one with his war machine as well. 30 to 26. 4 lives out for TRT.
Yeah, Jai and the crew are, again, just running on the spawns, just utilizing their operators to try to break through the life count. And look at the advantage that they got. There's a +9 already, and there's only 30 seconds going in.
It's true, but the spawns, the good spawns, like you said, Cali, they were able to get away with their life, but FDX still has the Annihilator, misses the 1, misses the 2, but the damage has been done. +9. for the side of STE.
Jibby and the crew again trying to play a bit more objectively this time. I think there's really not much you can do right now with the life count, right? I mean, the only way for you to win this is not through elimination because they're clearly under a deficit right now. +8 in favor for STE.
See, now FDX misses those shots. You gotta hit those shots if you are FDX. Some big kills, but information has been given. 19 to 11. This is looking a lot better than that first round, Cali. He's able to get one more kill. 9 lives remaining for TRT, and STE following their path to victory as they are about to reach match point here unless a miracle can ensue to the side of TRT.
Yeah, I mean, a miracle is not going to be answering TRT right now, unfortunately.
Wow.
STE just wants this a little bit more. They want to enter the upper bracket finals to meet their regional rival and elevate. 7 seconds remaining here. And STE might finally just be able to break the loss that they took on Garena Summer Invitation 2025.
2-1, STE now closing in on the end of the second series. Can they pull it off, Cali?
It's going to be really tough right now, but if anything, really, the defensive performance for TRT look pretty strong. So let's see if they'll be able to chain that in with their operators that are available. That's 5 that they can use to melt away the live count of STE.
Wait a minute, Hydra set up for that spawn trap, but FDX and Jai able to get those kills, and this huge kills. Hydra able to get Reef now. STE trying to go for that B push once again here. It's not really looking out for them, but look at them trying to gain map control as they take down 3
There's
more.
no more guy there.
Yeah, no more there. And Hydra just wasted that Tempest all throughout. And there you go. B starting to get that capture.
Yeah, I don't think they have a great idea of how the spawns work on this new map, so that really is going to be a big plus for STE because they figured out how to play it earlier on that round number 3. But this is still this game, right? Even though there's going to be a big deficit for TRT on the live count right now, STE still is in a big trouble if they don't play and punish the spawn trap attacks being created by TRT. They gotta play the objective, stop that clock from winding down so that they have an opportunity to have options at the late game in case this has to go through that moment, right?
They're scared now, trying to clear out that base. There's going to be one player at the back, which is 10. Just trying to look for anyone, but due to the new spawn, Scally, that's a waste of another operator for the side of TRT. Now Reef is being sneaky here, trying to get the kills. They're +3 now.
Oh,
12
no.
gets shut down. 20 seconds left here. Jai able to get one more. Time is on the side of STE here. They got to start moving here.
And again, this is what we were talking about again. You gotta play the objective right now. If you had the live count lead, you had to play the objective, but they let that one go, and now they are desperate in trying to find any objective work.
But FDX, the final push here. Able to hop on B for a while. There is going to be a 1v1 in that point. He's going to get taken down. And that should be the...
What are they doing?
He's still alive. Wait, FDX is still alive at the back.
B side?
They're not trying to cover. 10 able to get 2 more. FDX trying to stay alive here. Has help from his team. It's going to be a 1 versus 3 here. FDX gets nothing there, but they're still hopping on A. So this no Jai hops off. Why did you hop off?
Yeah, both these teams definitely was just caught in the moment. Really having it rough, right? You had TRT, instead of just trying to stop FDX from taking B, had... I believe was 10 to push through the A side, which definitely worked for them. They stopped the push.
And they don't even have the good side too. They don't even have the good side as well, Cal. They're starting on the offensive side, and now look at them. Trying to make way to A. Here they come. That's going to be 3 down for STE. Please hop on the point if you're STE.
Yeah,
that's 3
they
down.
Gotta go. They want to take away the spawns. They want to take away the spawns right now, and look at what happens. Number 1 in blue.
Okay, Clove is able to get it, and now they're going to go for the spawn trap. This could spell trouble for them. Yep, and they lose 2 lives there, and... not looking good, but FDX, Annihilator in hand, gets 2 in a row. Has some life here, able to spot more players here. Spots that second, has 1 more shot. There you go. FDX just making it look easy for the side of STE finally. This is looking good for them, even though they're not really capturing as much. But this man is spawn trapping with the Pretty out. And there you go.
Yeah,
that could be the nail in the coffin. As FDX single-handedly saves STE in the final round of this control.
Yeah, he whiffed earlier, right? And he's just making up for what he lost there. And look at that. I think, again, that the attack side is a lot more cheese right now instead of the defense. It is just unfair.
As long as you
And
don't play
SDE.
like how SE did, maybe
Yeah.
it would have been cheese.
Yeah, it
Would've
would have
worked
been
out in the
cheese. Yeah, here we go, man. This is it. The last time we
You
get to
know.
see TRT on the upper bracket as STE wants to book their ticket on a rematch up against their regional rival in Elevate Puck. Just 3 kills away from taking this one home. Skirt and the crew just gotta take down Tin and Jibby this time to win it, and Reef exchanging hands. All down to Jibby with the heave of the death machine, but Clove takes it home. SDE sweeps TRT, advancing to the upper bracket finals.
Both teams on the bottom bracket, Thanatos and the side of TRT, both teams not winning a single game. And both of the upper bracket, both undefeated. Now we're going to have a rematch for tomorrow. Congratulations to STE. They move on to the upper bracket finals of GM9 as they take it 3-0.
Yep, there it is. STE finally gets their revenge after the loss that they took on the Garena Summer Invitation 2025 up against TRT on the playoffs. And they begin their matchup with a 1-0 now on the series
They win, and now
then,
they have time to prepare for that matchup.
yeah, they definitely got time.
Both teams able to just take a rest now, get their scrims, get their dinner in, and for Thanatos and TRT, they're next. But if you did miss it out, take a look at the highlights.
You're running out of lives.
It took us a while to get that control win, but STE clears at 3-0. And another MVP performance gonna be handed over to STE Jai. And this guy, ever since he landed in STE, has just put in the wonders and put this team back at the number 2 spot. And with this kind of performance from him, he is never phased in the playoffs. And this is gonna be very much needed for them to try to take away the series against Elevate tomorrow.
tomorrow is the day we finally see another rematch, but this time with STE's revamped roster. And let's take a look at the head-to-head, 127 to 119. Both teams, it was a very close game. And like I said, man, TRT, they're right there. They're always right there, Cali, but just cannot seem to get over the hump.
It's just something that they have to go through. And again, I think what they lack is, again, a great coaching staff. I mean, STE, Elevate, they have their fundamentals, they have their coaches that restricts them from doing anything outside of the box when they're playing on a tournament, right? And for TRT, it's just that yes, they are talented individually, and as a team, they definitely got the raw power to do that, but they lack the system that allows them to thrive, like STE with Palitao and Elevate with Olea.
Really a great matchup to find out and see, as our MVP will be Reef, our series MVP 6821 2792 and KDA 1.08 with the operator.
And you love to see how this guy play out, man. I mean, honestly, STE Reef was the bigger factor when they were playing on a firing range earlier, and also scoring 25 kills on the control is just enough for them to absolutely go to the upper bracket finals and put TRT down at the lower bracket to face THNTS for an elimination match, which we will be going after this game.
Yep, after this game, our final series of the day. A very quick day, but I think that last one could go to the distance, Cali. We don't know what's gonna happen, but for now, I think the top two is clear. We have Elevate as well as STE. We're gonna see them tomorrow. And I mean, any thoughts here? I mean, I wasn't expecting double 3-0s.
I mean, me neither, right? I felt like we could have seen this game map 4, map 5 at least. It's just that Stalwart was ready. I think the biggest difference again was the Takeoff map. Having your team to, you gotta get adjusted as fast as possible, right? It's survival of the fittest here in COD M. And you saw multiple moments where TRT, they were trying to take Medcare Center, thinking that the spawns will be on T side. That was never going to happen on this new update. You gotta be able to bring in a better position for your operators this time when you're on the defensive side to be able to secure kills at the enemy spawns.
Yep, you gotta be able to secure those kills that you need, and it shows the difference of knowing the map and just playing it. That's two different things there. And we saw that TRT, they kind of knew what was happening, but they kept on going to that old spawn trap, Kelly. It didn't work out in the end. For STE, I mean, you gotta learn how to capture, guys. Like, hop on the point.
Multiple times on the attack. I think they're still trying to get used to the new spawns. I feel like it definitely is a big change, especially during the tournament here in Garena and Stage 3 in the other global games that we have here for COD M and the other regions. It's just such a big update, right? Because these teams got used so much on the static spawns from Crossfire and Takeoff and Raid. It's just a whole different flavor now on this control, which sets things up for the better future of the control game, because it has been one-sided on some of these maps that we've had so far. The attack that you're on Takeoff, my key takeaway is that it's got more chance to win rounds now as comparing it to what it was before.
That being said, this is going to be Garena Masters 9. 2-0 down, 1 more to go. We'll be right back after this break.
Season 5 is finally live. I was looking forward to it since forever. Heard that there is a ton of new content this time.
Totally. The most exciting part is the Summer Surprises event. Just log in and spin. With just 5 spins, you can take home all the rewards, such as brand new Epic Operator Skill Bull Charge Jaguar and KSP 45 Grizzly. Soldiers, summer break has officially begun.
And here's something Secret Cache lovers will love. The Secret Cache has new updates. A new gun has been added, and there is a new Universal Fragment system. You can open the secret caches to your heart's content now.
Too hot to go outside this summer? No worries. Check out the brand new Zoo map in the multiplayer mode. No need to purchase tickets. Just use your bullets for admission.
And that's not all. Multiplayer mode now has a new gameplay, Operation Variant. There are various personal buffs and team buffs to make each match more intense. There are tons of rewards too, so don't miss out.
Not to miss, there are big updates in Battle Royale mode too. A new buy station limited time event lets you collect scattered cash across the map and use it to buy airdrop supplies at the station.
One last update, the Strongbox system has been upgraded. Some Strongboxes now have a chance to trigger surprise discounts when drawn, giving you minimum 30% off your next 10 pull. If you are lucky, you might even get a free 10 pull.
Season 5 is ready to roll. See you on the field, soldiers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Green Masters 9, Echoes of the Champions. I'm Coach Jericho down with Cali. 2 matches down, last match to go. It's going to be the loser bracket round number 1 against TRT and Thanatos.
It just wasn't really great for them, right? I mean, both teams had to get used to the Takeoff map, but again, I think the only reason why we have to go this way is just because the teams weren't ready for their matchup. I mean, honestly, you look at how the Slums was played out for Thanatos, they only scored 72 points, right? And for TRT, they only played well on the first 2 hills, and after that, STE just ran them over. I feel like this team's definitely gonna be giving us another great fight. It's their last life in the playoffs. You lose and you go out, you win, you advance and place 3rd. That's a big opportunity for you to be step closer to the grand finals.
True.
step closer to the finals. So we take a look at the standings here and our brackets. I mean, 3-0 Thanatos, STE 3-0 against TRT. Now they're meeting tomorrow for the semi-finals. And for the losers bracket, Thanatos versus TRT, last life remaining. Winner moves on to the lower bracket finals as they wait and see who will they face. Is it either Elevate or STE?
Yeah, the problem here I have again for Thanatos again on the Slums Hardpoint was that they lost the presence of Mamra, man. If you're talking about it, this guy was scoring 42.5 kills per game during the group stage and at one point scored 57 kills on a map. And unfortunately, he just did not have it easy for Elevate. He only scored 14 kills and went 32 deaths. That is not going to be how you want your best player on the team to get the kills for you, Coach Jay. And he has to step things up if they want Thanatos to win.
Step it up. He has to be able to really bring out those stats that you're talking about. But if not, then it's going to be bye-bye for Thanatos here. And for TRT, I think they had a better time than Thanatos, I would say.
Yeah.
Especially in the hardpoint, the S&D as well as the control. So that's why I'm leaning heavily towards the side of TRT. It could be a quick 3-0 as well. But Thanatos had a long time to rest. Let's see if that rest will pay off.
I mean, it's a double-edged sword, right? You have a lot of rest, you might start cold because honestly, that game you played, you were not really hitting your shots. And on the flip side, the team that you went up against with just almost came close to beating STE twice. Search and Destroy and Control had to be played on an overtime just for them to take an L to the forehead. But again, this is going to be our prediction. I feel like TRT, Coach Jay and I, it feels like TRT definitely has got the edge on winning this because all 5 players definitely know how to ball it out, just that they lost on micro game at the end up against STE.
That's true. Just all about that micro game towards the end. Yeah, final round for STE was really great, but for TRT, map knowledge. I think that was the big thing there. Not really knowing if the spawn trap would still ensue, and STE just running for free towards outside of blue. For Thanatos here, what do they have left here? Is this the final straw for them? Hopefully they get window map, or maybe we get to a game 4 or a 5 at least in this final series.
I mean, honestly, now we talked about how Mamra was as crucial to the team for Thanatos, right? And for TRT, while Jibby definitely was scoring his usual numbers to help this team win, I think the guy that really lost out a lot was Tin, especially on the map number 1, Slums, where they had a big scoreline, right? He was definitely up there with his team scoring the frags on the first 2 hills, but Tin, he had at least 6 kills on the first 2 hardpoint, but only ended up with 19 kills to end at hardpoint Slums, and it's really difficult for your SMG guy to lose his Slums hardpoint. And he's gonna have to step things up here. If they do want to take the hard points away from Thanatos, who is, how we name it, as the Elevate Junior, you need your SMGs to stay alive and proactive on all paces of the game in the hard point.
If they still had their full lineup, Kelly. Now they don't get that nickname at all. Nobody gets that anymore. I think that's the problem with Slums, Kelly. I mean, it's a 50-50. You get shot from all the angles. You get spawn trap easily. It's a fast engagement, so you have to have your 5 senses all on fire, all the same. That's why PJ strives so well, because he's able to multitask at every facet of the game, and as well as not just him, but all 5 players.
Definitely, and again, that's the difference between these squads, right? I mean, for STE, you got 2 to 3 guys that can really step things up for them. For TRT, you have Jibby, you got Tin, I mean, maybe Yato as well. You have 3 at least at minimum to really carry your job for you. For Thanatos, it's Mamra. And that might just be it. Maybe you had your occasional risky runs, as we say it, but it's just not as good as Elevate, who can have all 5 players become MVPs if they want to.
Let's take a look at the maps and modes here. Do we go to another summit? Or I think it's Hacienda. Could be a Hacienda map here. Where's game number 1? There you go. Hacienda it is. TRT definitely smiling right now.
Yeah. TRT, this was the map that they took down Elevate. Had to go to a comeback, but Yato definitely played out of his mind to get the job done on that game.
This is a good map for TRT, man. This gives Tin a lot of time. If he doesn't get the kills that he needs for P1, P2, can definitely regroup, be sneaky, get some easy flank kills, some exit frags, and just to get that flow going, get heated up already. So that's gonna be important for the side of TRT. For Thanatos here, just get more than 70 points. That's the objective. That's the key for me. You gotta get
Yeah.
more lane coverage. You gotta get more trades. Make more individual plays. Those are the things you need to do.
I think right now the goal is not to win this map. The goal is to beat that 70 points, and then there you start talking about the bigger goals. Because right now, this team definitely is feeling the pressure, having Rex and Tarks to play their first playoff game against the boys of Elevate here in stage 3. It is not really how you want it to be. But if they do want to score an upset this time around, they gotta make sure that they bring in the A++ game just to take down TRT on map number 1, Hacienda Hardpoint, where they currently stand as the stronger team, comparing it to the result that THNTS had on this map.
Yep, that's true. Here we go. Game number 1 for the final series. THNTS, TRT. Start things off with a 2K with Freezy with that nade.
And entering this game, right, we talk about the group stage stats, and these two have met twice. And it was TRT with a quick 2-0. So you try to break it through and take a map away from them, and I think the best chance is winning this Hacienda Hardpoint.
The Hacienda Hardpoint, but now things are looking a little bit slow for both sides, but TRT able to get the kills that innate, and the points are now in favor of them. 15-7, Jibby on a 3K. Able to shut him down. Mamra needs to step it up here at Cali, but again, just struggling, just not getting the best engagements throughout this day.
Again, yeah, I gotta have to agree with you on that, man. Mamra, again, the second best player on the Hardpoint during the group stage, with his highest kills being 57 and a 42.5 average kill per game. And that's a ton for a player of a caliber. We even labeled him as the demon, but right now, he is no demon. He needs to step things up and get his act together for this team to even make this game possible for them to win.
Wow, Jibby just got 5 in a row, and he's still on a board. He has the pred to work with, has information, takes a player out the back. That's a free kill for him. Keep on our eyes on Jibby here as he still keeps on going. He's still alive. He's on a 12 kill spree there. Brings out the death machine as well.
Oh
5
my God.
in a row. Keeps on going. The spray down is complete. Finally gets taken out, but by a nade. And THNTS, once again, the struggle is real.
The same thing that happened to them on the first game against Elevate, Coach Jay, where they get that game just ended up on a P2 nightmare for them, and they tried to stack it over and over again. They need to stop trying to push this now and think the bigger picture, knowing that it is going to be the last 10 seconds and there's still a couple of operators available for TRT, and Jibby just putting on a highlight show on this round. You're just going to need to bank on a full money hill on this P3 where you already got the rotation. You just got to have to convert your gunfights, and it starts here with Mamra. He needs to win this fight, but he's not having it easy. TRT with the shutdown to get there in time before the hardpoint opens up.
Thing is, for THNTS, they do have their operators here, but to what avail? Not able to get any at all. Just trying to spray it down. Idra, Mamra both trading their Tempest. Finally able to get some kind of control here at Cali, but gets the first transfer. Yes, it can. The trades are there, but look at the pressure of the hill. Still going to the side of TRT.
Yeah, looking pretty good for them. Again, the stack on the wells. There's just really no answer for this right now, and THNTS still trying to earn their way inside, and there we go. Mamra still picking up pace, only to get shot down by TRT. The difference is that Jibby is putting on a mixtape, and TRT Tin has found his roots in the board, already having 11 kills, and has had multiple kill sprees here and there, and they continue to grow this lead.
Yeah, at this point, if you're on the side of THNTS, someone stop Jibby here. Another 3 kills just for free, Cali. Jibby 6 in a row. Can he make it 7? Spots him as well. Yes, he can. 7 in a row. Pred's at the ready. Can he find anything? Finds one at the boathouse. Shuts him down. Closing up on a EMP.
Oh my God.
90-30. Girk now trying his best to hop on that point. Unfortunately, will fill the route of the Death Machine and the War Machine and the Sparrow of TRT.
Oh my God. This is no different. This is no different than what we saw from that Hardpoint Slums Elevate. This is just a massacre. All these operators are finding 4 kills at least. And this time it's Tin's turn to shred it like a cheese grater.
My goodness. TRT They can smell day 2 already, Cali. Then finally gets shut down. But the damage has been done. 122 and counting. 10 seconds to go. Hunter Killer Drone not going to be able to help them, but it's a bit too late for Risky. Risky with 6 kills only. Aurora with 7. Not looking great for the side of Thanatos.
Oh man, it's a great, not looking great is an understatement. This has just been abominable. It's been abomination, bro. Gunfights did not look good on that first hardpoint rotation, but what's great about this map is you can already adjust to it on the P1 reset, so you can always have the chance to come back. Just take a good 260s for you to put yourself back in the board. And it starts with you getting to stop side control and finally having a couple of your guys to hold down the point. But again, you need to make it consistent, and you need to stop Jimmy from scoring kills because that guy already has 31 eliminations.
31, Hydra with the Tempest. Trying to make a play, gets 1. Needs to look for more. Thanatos, even with this kind of chaos, able to get some points off it. Hydra. Nice shot with the Tempest. 130 about here. One more for Hydra. Spots another player, but Girk shuts him down. 16 seconds left. Thanatos able to bounce back a bit. This is a 70-point lead for the side of TRT. Now we move over to P2, and they actually have spawns here if you're Thanatos.
Yeah, definitely. And look at that, man. Hydra getting all the kills. The uncle. Again, you would not expect him to transition from an AR to an SMG, but if it takes for him to be able to stay longer in his playing career, he has to adapt, and he's been doing pretty well with that SMG.
He hasn't, but Rex with a 3K, but the Hunter Killer Drone able to shut him down. Mamra trying to find something with his Tempest. Unfortunately, the nade will find him, as now you do see Thanatos in that point, but the side of TRT able to push up, and they finally get more than 70 points here. Thanatos finally has the objective now. Can they try to get more points here, Cal?
Oh man, 75. What was the score they had? 77, right? That's the goal to beat right now. Gotta be able to do better than what you did earlier on the playoff match against Elevate. And you got a couple of pinch play setups that you all should be able to get through inside. Unless the RT10 brings out the equalizer, they do make the break on the last 13 seconds, and there you go, Mamura. Finally able to sort things out straight. He now has 24. So you need to build off from him. And make sure Risky gets to be involved in more gunfights, because right now he is off to a slow start.
Off to a slow start, but it's all right as we hit the rotation. Thanatos, I think they got to start playing early rotation, Cali. Can't be playing for scrap at this point. Gotta need those. Oh no, Hydra.
Oh what?
Whiffs with the Tempest. That will happen to you. And Girk and crew able to get 3 in a row. Thanatos not going down without a fight, as they are now on this point.
Yeah, 100 points already reached here for Thanatos. That's gonna be good. Now you see teams starting to pick up a little bit more pace. They're playing a bit more faster, and TRT now losing the first and the second wave. Mamra finding 2 pieces on the feed. That is how you want to get back into this game. And with him finally leading the pack, this is how Thanatos wants to play. This is how they've been playing all along in the whole hard points that they played in the group stage. And unfortunately, this slow start might beat them back. They can't afford to lose any more points. DRT is so close to taking this home.
Loads 186 and counting. P4 is on. Risky. Can he make a big play? No, he cannot. Hydra has his teammates calling out there. The Pred will be able to stop at least 1 player here. Yes, he can. 187 to 116. 55 seconds here as we hill. The hill pops up. TRT has control.
Oh, taking control again is TRT. Again, 200-point mark is where they want to reach it. And it starts to get harder mentally to think that you're going to be able to bounce back from this if you're Thanatos. Once a team reach over 200 and you're around 116, 120 points, you would know that you need to spark something huge for you to get back inside this game. And you need to back 30 seconds off this P4 to even start calling this a potential comeback.
That's what they're doing right now. 30 seconds left here. Able to push it out. Aurora with the equalizer. Able to stop for now, but if you're TRT, you could just inch your way closer and closer. But the nades, again, utility usage has been the biggest factor here in this game number 1. TRT just getting so many kills with those grenades. Last couple of seconds goes to the side of Thanatos. And now back we go to P1. 35 points to go until we call it out.
Calling it out, Mamra with the 2 Ps. this P1 reset going to be very huge. If you are Thanatos, you need every bit of points for you to have momentum to enter that P2. But it's gonna be starting out cold for them as they all get gunned down near the point, forcing to play another reset. TRT gonna be able to sort things out a little bit around the parameter before even contesting.
Even before contesting here, 25 seconds left before this game ends, and the Natos, the pressure is on. They have to go in now, but unfortunately, look at what TRT is doing. They're stacking the points. You have Jibby with the depth machine, gets taken down by Girk, but only 17 more points to go. Cali, 15 to go. Final contest here for the side of the Natos, but they're able to stop for now.
Yeah, last 20 seconds. You need this. You can't give any more. TRT just 15 points away from winning this game. So now you have to start to play very scrappy on this P1 and moving on to new. The transition is very important. You need to play for cutoff. And Risky's gonna take that kill. Mommer's gonna take that kill on Tiato, but Freezy there for the trade. And they do get cleared out on the point. This is a very big kill from Aurora. So now you have to deal with the guys coming through from the driveway, and Aurora finds those two players, but it spawns a little bit more favored for TRT. They can straight up slam the P2 now.
Yep, but this is the final fight right here. Hydra not able to get anything, but the Sparrow from Yato able to clear it out, and that could be the nail in the coffin. Another Sparrow gets Bombers up to Aurora, will not get anyone, and that should be game. Cali, not a single soul for the side of Thanatos, closing up. 5 more seconds to go. 10 going to push it out. 2 more points, and that is game number 1. 250 to 156 as TRT takes it.
You got a 40 bomb, you have a 50 bomb, you have a 60 bomb. Man, was TRT frying chicken and baking some biscuits.
There you have it. Game number 1, biscuits and chicken. Or biscuits and gravy. But that being said, there's a great game by TRT. Thanatos actually able to get more than 75 or 70, which is still a W. Now they have to move on to search and destroy.
It just took them a while, bro, to get themselves sorted out. I mean, Mamura off to a 6, I think first rotation of the Hardpoint, he had like only 10 kills. But he did pick it up on the second and the third rotation. Just wasn't really the time that they needed him to pop off, right? They just really had it rough, and I'm not blaming him for having it rough, Coach Jay. Risky also had it rough. He was getting cooked by Jibby every time on the feed.
That's true, but if he did miss it out on the match, let's take a look at the highlights.
We let the older brother walk, so the little brother can run. Jimmy! We may have lost AJ, but this man is frying the competition. Call him Mr. Stamina Simpleton because he is as consistent as his brother when it comes to playing with any weapon he plays. And yeah, 60 eliminations. That is going to be his highest, breaking his record of 57 during the group stage, and man was really cooking Risky on the first 4 hills. Risky was so tilted he could not get anything.
I mean, he got 7 kills in the first set, 7 kills in the second set. That's all she wrote. I mean, this is not even about the time. It's just all about the kills. I think it's all about the gunfights here, Callie.
It really was. One guy dropped a 40 bomb, one guy dropped a 50 bomb. They already had a lot of variety in there. I think they even have a 30 bomb in there as well. And gunfights really was the biggest factor there, especially on the first set of Hardpoint. And it just hurts the odds of THNTS winning this game because Jibby was stopping Momra and Risky to pick up pace on the first Hardpoint rotation. So that was just really rough for them, but they still have an opportunity to get their things back together. And it starts on this search and destroy. They can get themselves a map win, but it will be really hard. Knowing how TRT perform up against STE, you know they'll be coming in hot.
They'll be coming in hot. Who are in that lower bracket finals if ever they do make it through. They're one step closer to getting to that day number 2, just like in GM8. That's what happened with them. And now they're still going up against the Natos here, and they actually went all the way to game 5 in GM8, but that's a different roster. You had Jai. You had Pickle as well there. Sebio was still part of the team. So now it's definitely a downgrade. No disrespect to Risky and Tarks, but it just didn't work out for them.
There's just really no playoff experience again. The playoff experience is just a whole lot different ball game here. And I think that really plays a bigger factor here, Coach Shea, because you take a look at how Rex, Tarks, and Jerk was playing. It really was the biggest factor here as well. You can blame Momra to have a slow start as the best player, but if the other players can really not help themselves and pick up kills, this team is gonna get cooked, and cooked they did on the match number 1, but they still have a chance to win it. But the problem is we're heading into a Kurohana Metropolis where TRT stands tall.
Not only that, it just has registered in my mind that Gurk is a 6th man. So where is Tarks?
I'm not sure where he is, man.
It just registered now in my brain that Tarks is not playing, and I think that's one of the few reasons their S&D is not really doing well. So let's see if they can try to do something here. But in the map like Kurohana, where in TRT, they love this map. This could definitely be a 2-0 in the making.
I mean, you know, Tarks, it can get really wild in the Philippines in terms of internet connections, right? And I really got caught into it. I was caught. I thought I was not going to be able to cast here today, but you know, it's been pretty rainy here in the Philippines. It's pretty stormy as well. That might have played a big problem with Tarks missing today, and it just hurts. The odds of THNTS playing really well because Tarks was really one of those up-and-coming players.
It's true, but again, he missed the opportunities, and so unfortunately he is missing the opportunity to take a look at the teams here. And now as we are loading up into the second map, it will be Kurohana Metropolis once again.
Kurohana is a map played by TRT 5 times, and I've won it 4. An 80% win rate that they managed to pull off, winning against THNTS on it 7-5 the last time that they played. And Elevate, they won against them 7-3 on it. So it is going to be TRT that has the full cards ahead heading into this map number 2.
Yep. Here we go. Momra pushing through A. Define anti-nades are flying through. Bomb should go down any moment now.
Oh boy. Then with the R9. 3 Ps. Ain't no way. One more to take down Rex on the long. Ain't no way he loses this. Hello? Oh,
Rex gets tin.
man, no.
Very unfortunate.
Next round.
Tin with a 3K. But that was just crazy from Tin there. 1-2. Just masterful by Tin there.
The close range engagements, you can really rely on him to make those plays work. And that defense, again, you take it any day. Playing for a retake is what they'll have to do now on this round, as they choose to heavily put their pressure on the B site while the attack goes through at the A site, with THNTS heavily stacking the A short.
Again on the prowl, able to get one. JP gets two.
Nah,
Last
bruh.
player alive is gonna be risky in that corner. Gets spotted by Freezy, and
no.
there you go. Round 2, fast retake. TRT, they get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, they can always stack that A site anytime they want if the retake is that strong. The shotgun duos on the A short definitely extremely felt here by THNTS. That has rescinded their lives by so many times.
The next round.
Grenade out.
Thanatos once again, and for TRT it's another full retake. They just keep on giving up A, but it doesn't matter because it's working out. That's Freezy. Be inside now. Just needs to get one. Gets one with a hit marker. You hate to see it, but Yato's there, able to get with the trade. But now you do see Thanatos able to get some live fear. It's a 3 versus 3.
Oh, Mumra.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Never mind.
Oh, man. And again, this guy has scored 2 kills straight on the last 3 rounds.
They find anything, bomb will go down to A.
Yeah, they'll play for a retake again. They'll take that any day. They've been pretty successful on it.
Bomb has been planted.
And you're trusting the uncle and the new generation to play that retake for you. It is going to be essential for Idra to make the plays on this close range and get those information. But Jibby has been pretty reliable. Scanning, searching for the information, and the uncle takes it home, dropping Rex. Living Gurk as the last player remaining, and Jibby will spot him. It's all down to the uncle to clutch it. Can he clutch it? The uncle decides to defuse the bomb, but Jerk gonna be there to take it home and get THNTS their first round win.
Win. Now,
Defend the objectives.
that was a risky round for TRT, but Gurk able to clutch up. Push him, see Freezy gets Rex. Tin gonna get caught. No luck there, but Freezy able to help him out. Gets 2K. Yato gets one more, and now back to a 3 versus 2.
Looking good, risky, making the play, but the Braum is gonna be dropped with him getting eliminated. Not going to be a strong round number 4 after that last round clutch. You would expect them to be a little bit more revitalized, but not really proactive. And Edra gonna get that last kill. And just like that, TRT maintains their 2-round lead.
Yep, they maintained that 2-round lead after it could have been a 4-0, but unfortunately did not go their way. Now moving on to this round. See if we do find anything here. Thanatos going in, and TRT, they're ready. Here comes
Oh,
the
no.
push. But the shotguns are there. Tin and Yato
They're just
trying to
waiting.
back up, but no, they're gonna try to push this through as well. Yato able to get nothing, but Idra's there. The Unk able to hold it down for the team. It's a 4 versus 3.
And they're trying to swing the mid-map, but Freezy gets caught in the act, and Rex is going to take him out, so they can swing the bomb over at the A site. But the uncle's going to be there. All 3 lanes going to get covered up by TRT. The nade check just to make sure that there's a player nearby, and risky. I'm able to take that one home. But again, you still got Jibby and Tin. And Tin's been scoring kills in this angle for so long. And is bound to get one more 2-piece. Tin with the shutdown.
Tin with the shot down. 4 and 1. It's TRT as we are about to move on to the next side after this round. Big round right here. Thanatos deciding to go again with another rush, but this time committing to it.
Okay. You love something, you gotta commit on it, and you're gonna have to survive it. But then, another 2-piece! How many more can you give, you bloody demon?
Next round.
I don't know, man. I really...
The 2-piece machine!
I'm lost for words, Callie.
I mean, that's
really
it for you, bruh. He can't be... I mean, he's been able to be... He's been spotted several times, but just too slippery. Get any of these kills. Rex does find Jibby. That's gonna be good, but look what's hitting the pack on the A short. That is a 2-piece machine. 10. Oh, he finally gets shot down. Mabra. Switcheroo. Gameplay action finds 2. But I
still alive. Wow.
The uncle stays still, and he gets those 2 kills. Makes this game doable. Waiting for Ether to pick another
Wait a
one.
minute.
Deadly Demon.
Hydra rechalling.
But Rex gets it done for THNTS. 5-2. But you like what you saw there for Hydra. Definitely.
Destroy the objectives.
What else do you need? It's going to be... He tried his best there, Callie, but unfortunately, a little bit overheating there. But look at TRT, the push over to A long. They're coming through. The stun is there. Mamra able to get 1. Mamra able to get 2. But Hydra reads him out. Pressure's on the side of TRT. Risky. Nice shots on Freezy. Gets another kill. Nice shots again on Hydra.
Oh my
Hydra
God.
gets 1, but Rex shuts him down. Thanatos knocking on the door.
Yeah, 26 seconds. That's how long that round took. Very quick. And now that they're on the defense, you would expect them to be a bit more aggressive and earn more chances of winning rounds. But the problem is that was on the A lane. And if we go down to a B side hit, those shotguns are going to be a bit of a problem.
TRT, after those 2 rounds that they tried going fast, Callie, decide to slow it down, letting Jibby play the pick game as he spots 1, but the hit marker on him. And now Thanatos gets the first one, but Yato and the crew, they're inside now. Mamra has to back away. Aurora Mamra able to get 1 more, but Tin from the top, able to get 1, get 2 actually. Tin's still alive here in a 1 versus 2 here. Very winnable for Tin here as he spots Rex on the right, but Rex with the control, and they get that round.
And Tin, again, stuck on just a 2-piece and nothing more than that on every round. That's just it. 2-piece or nothing. You choose. Great job there for Mamra to stop the push on the B side with a shotgun. They're prepared for that shots to line up. And all you just have to do is clean it up. And there we have it. THNTS are just 1 round away from tying this game.
Wow. What a quick scope from Jibby. That shuts down Mamra. Can they capitalize if you are on the side of TRT? TRT deciding where to go here, Callie. But again, it's been hard for both teams on the offensive side here. Tin now, just not a great fight there. No reason to push that. Ends up leaving his life, could be a bait as Yato shuts down the first. And maybe that decoy did work, Callie.
Yeah, and they get closer to the bomb site. They get to plant it as well. And all 3 lanes are covered up very nicely.
And you
So this is the, yeah, this is the true test.
Timing. Oh, they just spot him.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No info on that guy. Risky. This might just free barbecue for him.
Right now, Jibby has the late call to go to that flank side. Jibby. Yato gets a Rex. Hydra gets hit about Aurora. 1v1 at the back. Jibby and Freezy get the kill. Match point for TRT.
There we have it. THNTS just a little bit too late on it. Either and then always finding so much values on those kills. Meanwhile, with Jibby, he may not have a ton of kill this time around. The mid-round adjustments they did in the last round definitely distracted the players to play pretty good as a team. And here we go.
Wow.
Yato and Either just opening things up on the B side. It's a 3v5 on the defense on the Kurohana map where it is going to be hard to play for a retake. It is impossible for THNTS to win this now as they are only down to their last player. TRT takes home map number 2 to go up 2-0 in this best of 5 series.
Amazing things happening here. They're one map away to moving on to the next game, Cali. With that being said, Venados just cannot find anything whatsoever, Cali. Just struggling on all of the factors in this game. They just, I mean, are they not ready, Cali?
I mean, they're just faced again. The loss of Tarks in this game is definitely costing them a ton of opportunities to win, Coach Jay. And that sniper presence definitely wasn't there at all for Thanatos. And if you missed out on the action and how TRT won this game, come check out this highlights.
Last man standing.
And our MVP, TRT 10, 13 and 8, 1633 for the score, and the KDA of 1.63.
And again, Tin was the two-piece machine, man. If it's not going to be a kill for him, if it's not going to be a two-piece, he's going to be dying, right? I mean, that's the way it is on the Kurhana Metropolis map. But again, you love to see him absolutely tear things apart on the Search and Destroy, because you would think of him more of as a respawn player, right? So him shining here today is a good sign that TRT is in the right track to work their way back into the grand finals.
Yep, work their way back. It's still a far way to go. Being said, 47-36. It's not even about the kills. I think it was just all about that strategy and that huge lead that TRT made out of that defensive side, Cali. Just fewer mistakes were needed to be made if you were on the side of Thanatos.
Yeah. And just a couple of moments as well where Thanatos had the opportunity to plant the bomb, but could not sustain their life out there from the retake that TRT was doing. And mainly because of how Tin was playing it and getting the job done for that team. Now they are going to be in a big problem right here. They're now down 0-2, and TRT just only needs one more map to finally bring this one home.
Map, and they can relax for now, get some sims at night, and then tomorrow, you know, they're going to be waiting. It's either STE or Elevate.
It's hard, right? The games gets harder the closer you get into the grand finals, and it's, I mean, I think you have to agree with me on this. If we think about a team that can dismantle STE or Elevate, it will be TRT. and it just shows the quality of the caliber of a quality in the team that they are right now. They just need a couple of tweaks to make them the best team out of these two squads that are playing right now.
That is true, and it's just they have something in TRT. I think that second week, maybe I think we're gonna see it tomorrow. Maybe they get that second place. Maybe they get close to Elevate. But Elevate right now, I think after losing to that TRT game, they just were like, we are not losing
No,
again.
not anymore. Not anymore. That's just a one-time thing, and it's just going to be very rough for STE to face a team that lost a group stage game, and are on the hunt to go perfect again.
Again, they're trying to do it once again as we wait for this control map, Cali, and I think we might just see another takeoff, in my opinion, because it will definitely be on the better side of TRT after learning that that takeoff masterclass, but not a masterclass, but that takeoff win by STE.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to go. Honestly, you can't play a raid map because you don't really know what kind of spawns that there is on that map. Oh God, we are seeing Crossfire.
Okay. This could be either really good, or really bad,
Or really bad.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting what we're going to see here for both of these teams, Cal.
Yeah, the element of surprise definitely is what these teams want to play around with, because after looking at that Takeoff map, Thanatos don't really want to play TRT on that because they almost got close to winning up against STE on it, and add in that they don't know that the spawns are working as it did earlier. Obviously, TRT is going to have the better chance of winning that Takeoff map, but Control Crossfire definitely going to be our first look on it. This will be a very valuable moment, honestly, for Olea to look at this, and for Palitao to look at Crossfire, and hey, this is how the spawns work on this updated Crossfire map, and this is what can we do to improve our spawn trap ability in it.
That is true. So now, as we wait and see, both teams loading up on the team Annihilator for the side of Rex. Side of TRT, no Annihilator. Still the same operators for both sides. Just need to be able to play this properly if you're on the side of Thanatos, or maybe forcing a game number 4. But I think with the momentum siding on the side of TRT, it's highly unlikely that could be the case.
And here we go, man. TRT, an opportunity for them to close this on a 3-0 route. Or will this be the start of the comeback for Thanatos? Let's come and find out as we enter map number 3. And it's been looking pretty good for Jibby. The way he's been playing, obviously in respawns, he's been cooking, and in control, he definitely is one of the demons as we enter this game. He is currently 6th in the average kill with 22 in the bag, and it's been looking pretty good for him.
It's been looking pretty good. Now can we see the push coming to Yato? In that corner, able to get Aurora. Yato just has to get through, gets concussed, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna be one more player coming up here as Yato trying his best to get the trade. Yato gets away almost, but Risky with the spray down, able to get the trade.
Yeah, Gurk, again, with that Type 9, Type 63 is gonna be very beneficial in terms of playing for the spawn trap here. They are looking pretty good right now on the defensive side, but again, giving away A side is going to be extending the minute count for TRT, so that's 2 minutes for them to play around the B side.
Time to work with here. But still a great game here for Thanatos. Almost gets that kill, but Jimmy gets a trade. An equal fight here towards the middle part of this game here, Kali. Minute 53. Rex gets one, Freezy gets the trade. Now it's just all about the S&D game here. Just, tradings on trading. But so far, nothing yet. As soon as you say that, 3 go down. And Thanatos down with some lives here as TRT able to push.
Yeah, look at that number. I think that's number 1 in yellow. Already having the top P2. That's going to be very hard for you to take that guy down. So you gotta have to focus on the bus station here. But they do eventually sort him out. Okay, looking pretty good. Nice adjustments coming through for Thanatos. The moment that you thought that the B side is already lost, they're able to bounce back, shutting down all the power positions held down by TRT.
Able to get a lot of stuff out of there, and now moving on to this. First take is already in. Jibby. Big lives here, big gunfights here for both teams. Yato Rex able to get trades here. 123 here. A lot of time, still a lot of time here for TRT. They can just take their time here. But Yato still being a nuisance at the back here. Can definitely make that space for TRT.
Looking pretty rough. They're searching for him. So that should buy time for TRT to make the play on the B side. Yato's got a shotgun. I don't think he knows that the player is on the second floor. And yep, this gets sorted with. And Thanatos gonna take this victory, should be. But there's a possibility that Freezy turn this game around if he continues to get more kills. But how do they sort it out? It's Thanatos that will take it home.
Versus 5 here. It looked good, but unfortunately, it did not work out. As Thanatos able to get the advantage here with a 3-life advantage. Tin with a sniper, not something you see every day. Gotta start pushing here, Cali.
Oh, yeah, he missed that. 22 seconds remaining. I mean, you got some operators to work around with, but Hydra actually fell down first. So Thanatos is gonna take home the first round win, and that's a great sigh of relief because you've been losing these 2 maps, and this is the moment that you know for sure it's possible for you to turn this into another round win. But you're on the attack side, so you gotta work well with your operators. They do ever want to go up 2-0.
Now 25, 26 now. Freezy with the War Machine. That's 3 in a row for him. Able to get more, and now the bounce back for the side of TRT. They are pushing the pressure and applying a lot to the game.
And they're already trying to access the spawns here. That's how greedy they are. They want to end this defensive-sided hit with a quick flick of that wrist through Tin. He's already made his way through the car. And this is not going to be an easy transition coming through for Thanatos. They'll always get traded. And another guy just slipped through, and that's Yato this time. They had to pull the operator just to take him away from his initial position. But look at where GB goes. He flanks, and he's going to take down Risky. Then that is going to be causing more problem. But again, take a look at what happens. If you are controlling the spawns on Butchers, people are going to be spawning on Broken now.
That is true, Cali. But I mean, 20-3, a better round for the side of TRT rather than Thanatos. Even though they won that round number 1, it won't really matter. Last player alive is going to be Mamra. Gets shuts down. TRT still have 2 more operators there for the next round. Now we swap sides with Thanatos. Finally on the board in a control.
Yeah, and again, this is where you start to worry a bit because you thought that you won fair and square in that round number 1 on the defense, only for you to absolutely get dismantled on that round number 2. So you need to find an answer here quick, and Mamra is the guy sent out to make the answer. Possible for Thanatos to win another round, but yeah, it's still pretty close.
Both Hydra able to make some space here. It's a big 1v1 in the point. The Gurk takes down 2 more, 25-23 now. Hydra with the Preddy. It'll be at the ready if he wants to use it. So far, both teams really great on defense, but the offensive side just not being able to get a lot of the kills here that they need to.
I think the new spawns definitely make it a little bit possible for the attack side to survive longer. But it's still, yeah, it's a lot more trickier, honestly, because you get funneled down to an A side hit. Well, that does give you the opportunity to take the top P2. You don't really know. There are a couple of players in there as well for the defending side, so yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
Now here we go. See what's gonna happen here. Jibby able to get 1 more. The push happens here. 28 seconds left, and Thanatos again able to get a huge lead of lives.
And they've cut down the life count to 27. I mean the clock to 27 seconds. So they have all the options to try to play and give up A and just go for the exit kills. And I think that's what Thanatos is trying to do. They want to give a great hold on the B side by stacking 3 players there around the bus station. and they are going to be converting some shots. But Tyrant, oh my god, man, this guy's a tyrant right now, man. 10 with the 2-piece, but they can't lose out any more live.
Cannot lose any lives here. It's still winnable for both sides. A full cap could happen. Rex and Gurk gets taken down. Yato gets Gurk. Still alive there. Yato gets 2 huge kills, but unfortunately,
God.
it's not going to matter. 10 now. He's going to get caught from behind. Spots the player. Able to get that. A minute left here. Tin can actually make a huge play if he wants to. Tin and Jibby. Jibby has a death machine to work with. That's a big kill from Tin. Okay, last 5 remaining.
They just need the information where these players are at, and then they can bring out the depth machine.
Just wall bang everything.
Yeah, just wall bang everything. This bus station is made of paper mache. You can get information all over the place.
First and 2 now. 40 seconds left. Tin gets 1. Tin gets 2. It's a 1 versus 3, but there's a player on top. Does he get caught?
No, he's on the bottom.
The bottom
There's
now.
a chance that Tin
This is a
clutches
chance.
this.
No, Gert gets it.
Yeah, that's it. Now we go back to the defense. And I honestly feel like even after the changes on the spawns here for the Crossfire, it's still going to be defensive sided. Just a life update for the attackers. It's still pretty hard to go uphill and try to take away the bus station away from the defenders on this map. So you try to make use of your operators as much as you can. But even that is not a heavy guarantee, unlike Takeoff, where you can easily funnel players and just put the shot down on them.
It's true. And if you're Thanatos here, you got to try to somehow end it here, because if you do go to that next round, yep, TRT will be able to go to that defensive side, Cali. So huge round here for Thanatos.
Yeah, they gotta win it now. They gotta go aggressive and do as much time as possible and extend the clock to a minute, while also saving their lives. You're doing a hell of a job managing it. You are currently +3 on the attack. You'll take that any day.
+2 now. A's gonna be captured. A lot of time added here, but never mind. A was defended by Freezy and the crew.
What?
You do see the final push here. And I don't know. I think this could be that turning point, Cali. The blender is it's plugged in, or Cali. They're gonna try to go for the play. Yato still alive. My goodness, how does he do that?
Oh my god.
8-14. As soon as we saw the timer go
What?
down, and they just keep on going from 19-17 to 12-2, Cali.
In just 35 seconds.
Hides have changed, and now we're going to the next and final round where TRT is actually holding the final one as well. The final defensive side, yeah.
Yeah, they're charging it up. They're taking the time to take away the possibility.
Wait, top on B if I'm Gert. Just get as much tick as you
yeah.
can. That might
Yeah,
change
get
the
as much
tide
tick.
here.
Yeah, but look at TRT. They want to charge all 5.
Go ahead.
Operators, 3 are already ready, but Freezy here now gets the information. But Gert, it's gonna fall down. Jibby with the shutdown, and both teams tied 2-piece. 2-piece, but here's still a nasty look for Yato. Like swings on by, gets 1, gets 2, and the third one onto Aurora for the complete 3-piece. Brought to you by God, I'm Garena.
Go. Final
Oh
round.
no, they're on the attack, bro.
They are on the attack side as well. Thanatos thought they were safe. Fortunately, the answer is a no. Jibby
Oh
gets
my,
the
what?
spear. 27-25 now. It's all
Oh
been
no.
TRT on the kill feed, but it's still an evenly matched game here.
Yeah, I honestly feel like for Takeoff, you do as much damage on the B side as you can early. But that's all soon going to be completely melted here by Tin, as he is on the hunt for more players. He does get cut down. Beautiful shots coming through for Takeoff right now, but again, your life counts not looking pretty. Gotta have to take care more of that, but Jibby wall banging, spraying, and running away quick. And he goes back to do more damage and gets his teammates the info. And look at what happens. Tin gets sent out, gets those 2-piece. And right now, Thanatos are stuck on the butchers, getting butchered. And it is not going to be pretty right now for them, as they all get cut down one by one.
One by one, Hydra. Tin getting the kills. 19-10. This could be the end for Thanatos. Hydra to spray down with Yoden. Gets 2 more. Last 7 lives remaining. War Machine for Freezy. Looking for more. 25 seconds left. This is all going to be TRT.
Yeah, look at that, man. Classic textbook plays for Yato with the shotgun. Mummer definitely trying to earn it up again. But he's only got 21, and they're down to their last 4. And this is the quality of a team TRT is. No matter what game mode it is, they always come in aggressive with their short range players. And that set definitely is gonna end things here for TRT. They will now take the victory up against Thanatos, completing the sweep, having to go to an overtime just to win it. But it most definitely will be a massive win for them to start their lower bracket run. Rex, last player standing, and he is about to get executed. Oh, is he stuck?
He is stuck.
Oh no!
Unfortunate. 3-2. TRT takes it. They take the 3-0. Thanatos ends the playoffs 0-9. Very unfortunate for them, but they managed to get the 4th place with 2,000 USD. For the side of TRT, they're inching closer, inching their way back to the grandpas if they can. Congratulations again to TRT.
Yeah, they definitely earned it, deserved it, and now they reserved their slot to the lower bracket finals. TRT. Again, if GB continues to play like a demon at the Hardpoint, and Yato currently supplies consistent assaults on the SMG along with him, this team is going to give a ton of trouble for whoever goes down from the upper bracket finals between STE and Elevate.
It's true. We have to wait and see what's going to be the result. And for TRT, I think if STE is able to beat Elevate, we'll have a very interesting lower bracket finals. But take a look at the highlights here if you did miss out. And our match MVP will be the the young god we call Yato, 35-19, 4504, 1.84 KDA, the operating skill of a Sparrow.
I look at the way he was flicking players with the shotgun on the Crossfire map earlier. 3 pieces to highlight that one off. And Yetta scored, I believe, was 50 kills on the Hardpoint. And definitely earned up the gameplay here on this Crossfire map with 35 eliminations and 19 dead. And if he can just throw this kind of performance again for tomorrow, they can give any team dropping down to the lower bracket a run for their money.
I agree. I definitely agree with that one, Cali. 142, 115 kills wise, and objective was not even a part of the objective, Cali. Especially in a map like Crossfire.
Yeah, it's just it's tough. It's tough to win through a capture on a map like Crossfire, and you just really have to hope that you can win through elimination or a time expiration. Anything really, it's just rough. But here we go. Our series MVP. It will have to be 10 with 89 elimination in total with 24 deaths. Average KDA of 1.24.
Is true. A lot of kills for Tin there. Definitely the MVP of the series. A great bounce back from that first series, Cali.
Definitely, and that's it. That's it. That is gonna end things up for our matches here for today. You have all donuts, man. I'm hungry. I want to eat some of that.
I mean, I agree. Just what 9-0 for everything, and then unfortunately for Thanatos, not even a single map as well. Elevate speedrunning the first series. STE almost choking game 2. And for TRT, the 1v4 clutch highlight for Jibby, definitely the #1 highlight for today. I mean, crazy. It's we would say it's a rematch of GM8 once again.
They've been there before many times, right?
The same 4 teams.
Yeah, same 4 teams. Same results as well. Hopefully not this time around. I want to see something changed up, right? And I think for TRT, you know, they've got the best opportunity to do that after taking the loss up against STE. You've won your lower bracket. Now it's time for you to turn this into a legendary one and win it next time around.
That is true. They just gotta focus. They know they should have won that S&D. Maybe we should have seen a different kind of series, Cali. We don't know.
Yep.
For that STE versus STE as well as TRT. But with that being said, if you guys did miss out everything, let's take a look at the bracket here, how our day started. And to be honest, it's one of the fastest days we ever had on broadcast. We started with Elevate Puck versus Thanatos 3-0. They moved on to the second round. STE versus TRT. It was a 3-0 as well as STE takes down TRT. Thanatos and TRT, we had our lower bracket, another 3-0. TRT now is waiting for the loser of Elevate Puck versus STE.
And that's, again, this is going to be one of the best matches you're ever going to be seeing, right? I mean, Elevate Puck and STE has had the numbers of times that they've met on the semifinals, but always ending up on the grand finals as the winner has been Elevate. And STE is chasing for their first Garena Masters title, but that is going to be easier said than done as Elevate Puck is on the chase for a 5-time back-to-back championship.
And not only that, Candy trying to go for his 6th Garena Masters championship as well. Just a lot of storylines here. SC trying to get one finally, and for the side of TRT trying to get another one for all those players as well. First for Jibby. So it's a lot of interesting things that's going to happen here for this final day of GM9 before we head to stage 4 and obviously stage 5.
It is going to be very interesting how the last day will pan out. Will TRT be able to do the crazy and book their first Garena Masters Grand Final slot? Or will Elevate able to take that 5-time Garena Masters title? Or will Stalwart Esports finally take home a Garena Master title for the first time in Garena Masters history? That is all the 3 narratives that we will look into working on tomorrow. We will be finding out who's going to be the champion. Do let us know in the comment section, who do you guys think will win? And we also have a poll down in our Garena Call of Duty Mobile Discord server for you to participate into. Just do let us know how it will look. And yeah, tomorrow's going to be the biggest day.
Be the biggest day for all these teams vying for that GM9 trophy. Definitely a momentum booster to going to that stage 4, as we will only have 2 representatives from Garena flying to stage 5 and vying for another ring. It could be a back-to-back for Elevate. We shall see.
It will really depend because right now Elevate, yes, they look pretty strong, but some of the teams on the other region have definitely crossed and obviously have, you know, leveled up. So they better make sure that they get their act together.
True.
And the same thing can be said for the second best team that we will be sending out to stage 5. And that said, this is Garena Masters 9 Echoes of the Champions playoffs day 1. Tomorrow we get to settle who will be the champion of Garena Masters 9. Once again, this is Cali down here with Coach Jericho. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint is ours. EMP systems incoming. Predator missile inbound. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint
Grenade out!